Pow! Pow! We are back, everybody. Let's start the show. It's been a couple days since we've seen each other. The Knicks last played on Sunday. So here we go. Let's get back on track, y'all. Let's get back on track. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. Let's start the show nice and simple, nice and calm, nice and early, because the Philadelphia team is bad. They're a bad basketball team. Let's get that started with right away. They are losers. Also, let's stop the music real quick. The Philadelphia 76ers are losers of their last 8 basketball games. This is not a good team. This is not a good team at all. Especially not this year. Joel Embiid is out, presumably for the rest of the year. He might come back if they try to make a play-in push or whatever. Does not matter. Joel Embiid's out. He's not playing tonight. We're not worried about it. Karl-Anthony Towns is also out tonight with a knee injury, sore knee. Nothing major, which is nice to hear. It's important to hear. Sore knee is what the diagnosis is, whatever that means. Whatever that means. But the Knicks are coming off of 2 very embarrassing losses. The vibes have never been lower. The vibes have never been lower this season. So I understand where we are. We have to pick up a nice, fun victory today. It's not enough to beat this Philadelphia 76ers team. Put together a nice, strong game. Beat them down. Embarrass them if you have to. But get a nice, easy game here in Madison Square Garden. Is it in the Garden? Or is the game? The game, I believe, is in the Garden tonight. It is in Madison Square Garden. Pick up a nice, easy victory today. Not a whole lot to go over here in the pregame. Simply come out. Do what you need to do. I should mention Ariel Hukporti is getting the start for Karl-Anthony Towns in his first start of the season. Thank goodness. No Precious Achiuwa as the starting center here tonight. We get Ariel Hukporti as the starting center. Finally, probably going to see an extended run of Ariel Hukporti here tonight, unless Tom Thibodeau does the thing where he plays him like 15 minutes tonight, but he is the starter tonight. I hope not. I hope we get to see Ariel Hukporti as much as we can. Because I do think he is valuable. Don't get into foul trouble. Take this opportunity and run with it, Hukporti. We know you're a capable role player in this league. Time to come out. Time to take advantage of the opportunities. And let's get to it. I do also want to mention, if you're watching the MSG broadcast, if you have that on, or if you've been online the last couple of days, you did hear about the tragic news of Trautwig passing. Trautwig was the voice of MSG for many years. He was the voice of my childhood. I'm sure the voice of a lot of your guys' time watching the Knicks and whatnot. Maybe not childhoods, but me as a younger guy. Trautwig is the guy every single night after school. I would come home, I would eat something, I would do my homework, and then I'd sit and I'd wait in front of the television to hear Trautwig give us the introduction to the MSG broadcast every single night, and he never failed to deliver. So my condolences out to him and his family. And he's really going to be missed. And he has been missed on the MSG broadcast for years since he's been off of it. But I just wanted to give that shout out to Mr. Trautwig and his family. He will be remembered forever. Oh, all right. Let's get to the game tonight. Like I said, shouldn't be a whole lot to discuss and analyze. It shouldn't even be that great of a game in the sense that I'm expecting the Knicks to come out and dominate and win this game pretty decisively. I want to see everybody have their moments, have their good, where it's like, oh, okay, here's the Mikal Bridges moment. Scored 10 points in the last 4 minutes. He knocked down a couple of shots. He looked great. Here's OG Anunoby getting a couple of steals, easy runouts, dominating the game, knocked down a couple of threes. Here's Hukporti. He gets a big dunk. Crowd goes crazy. Big rebound, big blocks, all of that. Brunson, I'm not worried about. Josh Hart, I'm not worried about. I should also mention Knicks Fan TV. Shout out CB the franchise. We all know Knicks Fan TV, right? He did say that he got information that he believes, Friday? Friday, the game at Memphis. I've also been saying this, although I have no inside reporting. That was just me looking at the schedule and saying Friday at Memphis makes the most sense for Mitch Robinson's return. But he has reported that he believes that Friday is the targeted return date for Mitchell Robinson. Tom Thibodeau did a press conference and answered questions about how Mitchell Robinson played in practice and that he was great, phenomenal, did absolutely everything in practice. and it was about how he was going to feel the next day. The next day came, it is today, and they asked him how he felt, and he said, feels fine. Mitchell Robinson feels fine. So presumably, we will see Mitchell Robinson make his return, although it will be on strict minutes restrictions on Friday when we take on the Memphis Grizzlies, but it will be nice to see him back out on the court. And if you guys have heard any of the conversations that any of the players have had about it, they are happy and excited to see him back and how he has played this year. So, as for tonight, obviously the things to watch out for with the Philadelphia 76ers, you got Tyrese Maxey, you got Paul George with a renewed sense of focus after calling it quits on the podcast for a while, saying he's got to focus on his basketball career. It's crazy. It's crazy. But we'll see if that helps him here tonight. I hope not, because obviously we know Paul George throughout his career is a very good player, has not had a very good year this year. Hopefully that continues here tonight, going up against OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges. Hopefully we're locked in defensively. We can get a nice, easy victory. Not expecting anything crazy. It's not a statement game unless you're on the other side of it and you lose 3 games in a row. I don't think this team is going to lose 3 games in a row considering who the opponent is tonight. So get a nice victory today. We'll go out at Memphis. Remember the last time we played Memphis was last month, and we completely embarrassed Memphis. It was a trouncing, knocked them out of the park. It was probably an even worse game in comparison to how we looked against Cleveland or Boston, and we completely dominated Memphis. So you know they're going to be looking for some modicum of revenge on Friday when we go to Memphis, Tennessee, to their house. So expect that to be a dogfight. Expect that to be a much closer game. But hopefully we are re-energized with the return of Mitchell Robinson. And hopefully that is indeed the true return of Mitchell Robinson. So with that being said, let's start the show. Let's get to it. We should be getting to tip-off any moment now. Knicks 25-26 champs. What's popping, my guy? You did predict next year as the championship. You've never wavered from that. You changed your whole name to that, so you've never wavered for that. So shout out to you. A lot of people have obviously starting to lose some hope about their ability to win a championship this year. I get it, but I'm just saying. Shout out to you with the name. Susan, of course. What's up, Susan? David Haas Jr. said, Mitch Friday, TJ Saturday. Yes, Saturday is when the Knicks officially become available to sign a guy as the contracts become prorated, to sign a guy without going into the second apron. The assumption around the fan base is that TJ Warren is going to be the guy they end up signing with that last roster spot. People also want like Chuma Okeke. The name Chris Duarte has been floated out around there. I think we're all pretty good on TJ Warren, right? I'm good with it. I know you guys are good with it. We've all been asking all season long about how, like, hey, how come we haven't brought this guy up all yet? Should have started the year with a guaranteed roster spot so we could have had him available to play with us, but either way, better late than never. Hopefully we can bring him up and he could be part of the depth moving forward. So waiting till Saturday, that'll obviously be after the Mitch return on Friday, and hopefully Mitch does return on Friday. Eamon Owens, what's up, Eamon? Buzzer Beater, what's up, Buzzer Beater? Mark, Big Task, Russell Field. Appreciate you guys. Kay Hazy, of course. What's up, Kay Hazy? Karen, Daniel Berry Sports. Jatano Williams, what's up, Jatano? Veridify is also here. What's up, Veridify? Hug Porty getting his first start. You love to see it. OG Anunoby remaining in the lineup. You also love to see it. It's nice that he has come back and is remaining in the lineup. Didn't come back, have to go back out, dealing with the foot thing. It's nice that he came back, and obviously he's going to have to work himself back into it, being off for about 2 weeks with the foot injury. Don't mind me. I'm just putting my socks on. Buzzer Beater said, Hug Porty is starting. I called it, yes. Hug Porty is out there in the starting lineup. If you guys hadn't seen it yet, before we get to the tip-off, Hug Porty is in the starting lineup, in for Karl Anthony Towns, who is out tonight. Paul Dog NYC, Kenny McLeod. What's up, Paul? What's up, Kenny? Need a win with some Knicks defense. Yes, it would also be nice to see them, lock in a little bit more defensively. Obviously, against a weaker offensively talented team in the Philadelphia 76ers with how they played this year. But, it's always nice when the defense shows up. Bring some hope. It brings some hope is all it does. It helps improve the vibes. And here we go. Philly wins the tip, and Maxey bringing it down. Maxey up top, hands it off to Grimes, gets it over to Drummond. Drummond Back to Maxey, coming to his right, being chased by Bridges, coming down. Gets it out to Paul George, being guarded by Anunoby. He's going to dance with it. Between the legs, behind the back, coming to his right to the paint, and gets the layup to go over Hug Porty as he went past Anunoby. Tough move from Paul George. Brunson bringing it down, has it up top. Gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Oubre. Trying to get it over to Brunson, coming off some screens. Brunson driving down, throws a lob, and Hug Porty. That's how you start the game, baby. Aerial Hug Porty, yes, sir. First points for the Knicks in his first start. I love to see it. Maxey driving it down, almost turns it over, picks it up, kicks it in the corner. Grimes catches, pump fake, sidestep, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey in the corner, being guarded by Bridges. Good defense from the Knicks so far, not giving them an open shot. Maxey, a mid-range jumper, gets it to go, but at least they didn't give up the three. Good job running him off the line at least. Raymond Vasquez, what's up, Raymond? Kinahara, what's up, Kinahara? Hug Porty, yes, sir, Kinahara. In the starting lineup tonight, you love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Paul George. Coming to his right at the high Hug Porty screen. Brunson a pull-up three on the right wing. Oh, my goodness, JB, way to get it. Started from the perimeter as well. A Hug Porty lob from JB and a pull-up three-point shot coming off the Hug Porty screen. Okay, this Hug Porty thing, let's get to it. Down the lane, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go. Here comes Josh Hart, bringing it down. Good defense from Hug Porty yet again. And Josh Hart, a beautiful bounce pass. Brunson layup, can't get it to go. Josh Hart, an offensive rebound, puts it back up and in. 7-4 to start. I like it. Some fast-paced NBA action here. Obviously, an ESPN game here tonight as Paul George walks into a pull-up three, can't get it to go. Anunoby with the rebound. We also need our wings to rebound significantly better. Bridges and Anunoby got to bring it on the glass. You got to fight down there, guys. We need help. Josh Hart gets the pass inside in the paint. Tries to put up the floater, gets blocked by Drummond. You just got to put it up. Josh Hart, no need to take that dribble. Maxey attacking Brunson down the lane, gets swatted at the basket out of bounds. And it's going to remain with Philly. And immediately already, we're getting some fast-paced NBA action. I love it. Sharon McLean, what's up, Sharon? It's Wednesday. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yvette Passad, what's up, Yvette? Raymond Vasquez reminding people to the like button. Yes, if you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the like button, please go ahead. Hit that like button. Maxey has it on the right wing, gets into the corner. Now coming back out. Being guarded by Bridges, coming to his left off the Drummond screen, a pull-up three from Maxey, and Maxey in and out, can't get it to stay. Anunoby with another rebound. There you go, OG. Here comes Brunson bringing it down, has it up top, dancing with it against Grimes. Grimes, we know, good perimeter defender, good one-on-one defender. Brunson gets it over to Anunoby. Jab step coming to his left, gets tripped up by PG. First foul on Paul George. Foul on the floor, obviously. Big task. Lionel Motors, what's up, Lionel? Keenan Hart said, I am jazzed about Hug Porty. Yes, absolutely. One way to bring Knicks fans back in is give the rookie an opportunity. Way to know your audience, Tom Thibodeau. Way to know your audience after everybody was upset with the way he coached these past couple of games. Way to know your audience, getting everybody back on your side as Josh Hart driving it down right into a crowd, turns it over, hit ahead to Maxey. He's going to pull up for a three in transition instead of going to the basket and can't get it to go. And the Knicks catching a little bit of a break there. Anunoby bringing it down. He has it on the left wing, being guarded by Oubre. Coming to his right at the high Hug Porty screen. He's driving it down, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges attacking, middle of the lane, fall away jumper, gets it to go. And the Knicks, 4 for 6 from the field to start, only missing a couple of shots. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Let's get to it. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right, kicks it over to Drummond. Drummond gets it over to Paul George, being guarded by Anunoby. Coming to his right off the Drummond screen. Hug Porty hedges out, forces Paul George to pull it back out. Paul George inside to Drummond, flips it up the left hand, can't get it to go fight for the rebound. Josh Hart has it as Oubre missed time to jump. Josh Hart pushing it. Ooh, bullet pass over to Anunoby, left wing three. OG can't get it to go, just came up short, long rebound. Drummond has it, but he was out of bounds, so this ball is going to go back to the Knicks. 9-4 with 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Buzzer Beater said, what is our record against teams that are 500 or better? I have no idea, Buzzer Beater, but we can look that up. We can get that answer. Unless somebody in the chat has already looked it up. And there you go. Brunson hitting Bridges, cutting to the basket out of the out-of-bounds play. Love it. I love it. And this team is playing well. This is exactly what we needed to see tonight. Daniel Malbon, what's up, Daniel? Drummond has it up top, being guarded by Hug Porty, gets it over to Oubre. Oubre dancing with it. Around the Drummond screen, being guarded by Josh Hart. Crosses over to his right, getting to the basket, easy lefty layup. Come on, Josh, you can't get blown by like that. He's got his palms waved up in the air, but you can't get crossed over to the left. You know Oubre wants to get to that left hand. You got to know better. Jalen Brunson bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. Gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby gets it over to Hug Porty. Hug Porty in the high post. Hands it off to Brunson. Brunson coming to his left. Swings out a cross-court pass over to Bridges. Bridges, mid-range jumper along the baseline. Rattles it in. Okay, Bridges knocking down the shots early. You love to see it. We need Bridges to be more aggressive, not just aggressive, but we need him to knock down shots. Paul George coming to his left, snaking it back to his right hand, crosses over to his left, fall-away jumper over Hug Porty. Good defense from Hug Porty to stay in front of him and make him shoot that fall-away jumper. Josh Hart gets it over to Anunoby. He's attacking Grimes off the bounce, coming to his left, down the lane, flips it up at the basket, can't get it to go. Good defense from Grimes coming up with a block. Here comes PG pushing the other way. Hit ahead to Maxey. Maxey out to Grimes, mishandles the pass. He had an open three. Now he has a one-on-one against Hug Porty. Coming to his right, puts up the three. Brunson a little late to close out. Too long, can't get it to go. Josh Hart skying for the rebound and quick outlet to Brunson. Brunson's looking to attack Grimes now in transition. Going right down to the lane, leaves it off for Bridges, lefty away for Mikal Bridges, and welcome to the game. It's going to be a Mikal Bridges night here tonight. We were hoping for it, and we are being rewarded with it. Grimes coming to his left, and the Philadelphia 76ers call a timeout here. We're going to get a stoppage in play, our first timeout of the night, and so far, everybody on the Knicks is contributing, everybody on the Knicks is hooping, and the vibes are being restored slowly but surely. This is the kind of night we've needed so far, and we're only 5 minutes into the game. Let's remember, only 5 minutes into the game. Everything can shift, but an early 9-point lead is kind of what you want to build when you're going up against the team that has struggled as mightily as the 76ers have struggled as of late. They are losers of their last 8 games, guys. They are on a downtrend. They are behind the Brooklyn Nets and the Chicago Bulls in the standings. They're sitting 12th in the East. 2.5 games out of the 10 seed. They are nowhere near the play-in situation, so you need to take advantage of these moments, build back the confidence of your team, blow this team out so we can go into Friday riding high and end the season strong after a really disappointing performance against the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics. You need nights like tonight. Robin Shaw, what's up, Robin? Kent Neal, what's up, Kent? AP reminding people to thumbs up. Absolutely. If you're in the stream right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button and you're enjoying the show, please go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. Would very much appreciate it. AP said, can't believe how bad Philadelphia turned out to be. Yeah. I mean, I could believe them being bad. I can't believe them being this bad. This bad is kind of crazy. Carrie Lippenholtz, what's up, Carrie? If the Knicks end up playing the Celtics in the second round of the playoffs, they probably lose in 4 or 5 games the way they've shown this year, unfortunately. But at the same time, you get Mitchell Robinson back. You bring up TJ Warren. Deuce McBride continues to play the way he plays. And maybe some magic happens. And you never know. You get into the playoffs, you get into a series, and things change. But the Celtics are a juggernaut. And the Knicks don't seem to be on their level, unfortunately. Who will win? Probably the Celtics in like 4 or 5 games, unless the Knicks can, I don't know, pull up their big boy pants. I mean, we were all looking for them to just be competitive. We just wanted to see them be competitive, and they were incapable of doing that. So unfortunately, you have to pick the Celtics in 4 or 5 games. The Knicks have not shown you any other reason to think otherwise. John Corley, what's up, John? Sharon McLean. Is Embiid playing? We've got an ankle to break. No, Joel Embiid is not playing. If you've heard any of the reports surrounding Philadelphia and Joel Embiid as of late, it seems like he's going to need pretty extensive offseason surgery to help improve or help him alleviate some of the pressure he has on his lower extremities. Not my problem. I've never rooted for the guy, so hey, karma always comes back. Karma always comes back. You're out there intentionally trying to injure guys, and then look where it's got you in your career right now. So shout out to him. David said, we look so much better with defensive center on court. Yes, David, but at the same time, it's the Philadelphia 76ers and not the Boston Celtics or Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, you got to take it with a little bit of a grain of salt tonight. 76ers are a very bad team as Kelly Oubre comes out of the timeout and knocks down a right corner 3, and here we go. Brunson bringing it down. He has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. Gets it over to Bridges, back to Brunson. Oubre switches onto him, gets it over to Bridges. A right wing 3 from Mikal Bridges, knocks it down, and Mikal Bridges is 5 for 5 tonight. Gets the 3 points right back. Paul George up top, dancing with it against Anunoby, coming to his left, gets it over to a Dembona, the rookie. Bona gets it out to Maxey, coming to his right. Bridges trying to chase him. Bounce pass to Bona, going all the way to the basket. Tries to throw it down over Hugporty. And some meet me at the mountaintop kind of defense from Ariel Hugporty. Dem Bona went in strong, trying to throw it down over him. Hugporty went up and challenged him, but Bona did draw the foul, but he couldn't get the dunk, couldn't get the and one, couldn't get the highlight play. But he will go to the foul line for 2 free throws with 6:22 to go. AP said, I'm just hoping Tom Thibodeau doesn't cause any knee issues with our players. Yeah, I mean, that's the hope all for every team. Is, you know, every time you hear knee injury, you're like, oh, whoa, not for a basketball player. No knee injuries. And obviously with Karl Anthony Towns coming up limping the other night with the knee is, you know, Keenan Hart said, negativity's been justified over the past week. Yeah, I get it. I get where you guys are coming from. I can't even, you know me. I'm always going to try to find the silver lining, try to find the positivity, because we got a couple more games to go in a playoff run. So I'm going to try to be optimistic and positive about this team, but it's been difficult. They've made it difficult. Bona splits the free throws. Brunson has it on the right wing, gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby swings it out to Bridges. Bridges attacking to his right, behind the back, coming to his left. They show a double team, picks the dribble up, steps through, kicks it out to Brunson. Brunson catches, pump fake, goes in, draws the foul. And I believe it's going to be three-point shot attempt on the foul. Oubre getting his hand in there. What are you doing, big dog? Bernard Johnson, what's up, Bernard? Yvette said his Bridges is night. So far, Mikal Bridges has shown up. We've needed it. We have for sure needed it. We need a good Mikal Bridges performance after the way he played against Cleveland and Boston. Brunson knocks down the first one. Got another one coming. Keenan Hart said, only shot we got is if Mitch comes back basically perfect and somehow readjust our defense so that we can spend more time guarding the threes. Yeah. I mean, a lot is on the shoulders of Mitchell Robinson to improve the defense. Having a rim protector of his caliber in the game allows the perimeter defenders to be more aggressive out on the perimeter. And so they're not so worried about guys going by them, getting to the basket, because they know they got Big Mitch back there. But, he's going to be brought along slowly. He's going to be on a heavy minutes restriction when he comes back. Hopefully by the end of the year, he's got 20 some odd games remaining in the season to get right before the playoff run. As Brunson knocks down all 3 of his free throws, making it a 21-10 lead with under 6 minutes to go. We are past the halfway point of this first quarter, and Maxey has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Maxey coming to his left, dancing around a couple of screens. Josh Hart switches onto him. They get it out to Bona. Bona gets it over to Oubre. Oubre coming to his right, driving it down. Stops, pull-up jumper. Gets it to go over Brunson. Tough shot from Oubre. Knicks did a good job of not allowing him to get all the way to the basket, but Oubre still able to knock down that little mid-range pull-up jumper over the smaller defender of Brunson. And it looks like Philly's in a zone here as Brunson has it up top, a 1-2-2 zone. Brunson going all the way down, gets blocked at the basket by Bona. Great rotation from Adem Bona to block Brunson, who, by the way, just skirted around the entire zone right down the middle of the lane for a layup. But Adem Bona right there, able to protect the basket. Kent Neo, is Mitchell Robinson playing? He is not playing tonight. The expectation is that he will make his season debut on Friday against the Grizzlies, as Mikal Bridges knocks down another 3 up. A beautiful pass from Jalen Brunson, who again continues to attack the basket while Philly is in that zone. And Mikal Bridges 6 for 6 from the field tonight for 14 points on national television. National TV, Mikal Bridges showing up tonight after he didn't show up over the past 2 games. Adem Bona has it up top, hands it off to Edwards. Edwards dances with it, coming to his right. A pull-up jumper in the mid-range. Can't get it to go. Hugporty. Good box down and rebound from Ariel Hugporty, keeping the other fellow rookie Adem Bona off the glass. Brunson bringing it down. Gets it out to Josh Hart. Josh Hart gets it into Anunoby, being guarded by Max. He's just backing him down. Over to Hugporty. Hugporty tried to force the pass out to the corner to Bridges. Gets stolen by PG Paul George. Paul George has it on the right wing, pulling it back out. The Bridges comes out to guard him, crossing over to his left, using his size and strength in the paint. Bully balling his way down low and feeds it over to Bona, but Bona can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds, but it is off of Hugporty, so it will remain with the 76ers. And my guy, Deuce McBride, checking in for Hugporty, by the way. Oh, no, Precious True is also checking in here. Great start for Huck Porty. Achua and McBride checking in for Josh Hart and Huck Porty. Keenan Harrison, Mitchell Robinson looking very slim. He's looking like in the best shape of his career. We'll see what it looks like when he comes back as Bridges jumps the lane, blocks the Maxey three out of the corner. Ball is loose. Paul George able to pick it up, gets to the basket. Can't get the layup to go. The ball's still loose. Maxey picks it up, gets to the basket. Lefty layup, gets it to go. We got a rebound, y'all. We took Josh Hart and Huck Porty out of the game. Immediately into it. Achua, you got to help clean up the glass, brother. Brunson coming to his right off the Achua screen. Another pull-up three for JB. Comes up short on that one. Oubre with the rebound. Here comes Maxey. Maxey bringing it down. Going to be picked up by McBride. Maxey crossing over to his left, driving it down, struggling with the dribble, pulls it back out. Now driving to his left and driving to his right in the paint. Puts up the floater over McBride. Can't get it to go. Brunson with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Brunson up top, gets it over to McBride. Extra pass to Bridges. Bridges going along the baseline. Crosses over. One-legged fall-away jumper in the paint. In and out. Can't get it to stay. His first miss of the game. Boner with the rebound. Here comes Paul George. Paul George bringing it down. McBride's going to pick him up. Paul George with the size and strength advantage over McBride, but we know McBride is a tenacious defender. He's going to pull it out, coming off the screen, coming to his left, attacking Achua, cross-court pass, Oubre, right corner three, gets it to go, and Kelly Oubre knocking down his last 2 3-point attempts, knocking it back to a 7-point game, 24-17 with a little over 3 minutes to go. Brunson has it up top, gets it over to Achua, Achua over to Bridges, Bridges back to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Maxey, coming to his right, off the Achua screen, stops in the mid-range, steps through, kicks it out, Bridges, another mid-range jumper, wide open, gets it to go. And Bridges moving without the ball pretty well. And Philly just absolutely losing track of him all night long. Absolutely losing track of him. Paul George bringing it down. Has it up top, gets it over to, tried to get it over to Justin Edwards, knocked out of bounds. He couldn't handle the pass. And we didn't get yet another timeout from Philly. Nick Nurse has been extremely downtrodden all year long. Very frustrated with the play of his team overall. Very frustrated, obviously, with the injuries and the focus of his team. Can't blame him. Can't blame him for being upset with the way his guys have played tonight. They have not delivered this season for him at all. Just under 3 minutes to go, 2:45 exactly. Justice's dad. What's up, Justice's dad? Mikhail is hitting. Yes, he is. And we needed it. We needed it. Now, it would be nice if he comes back and does this against the top-tier teams in the league, which he has not done all season long. But getting him to play well, building the confidence, getting him knocking down shots is hopefully a step in the right direction as we approach the end of the season here. The big stretch run. The big stretch run. Okay, Hazy, these Brunson passes. Woof. Mark said, precious rebound, bro. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough right now for Precious. With Ariel Hug Porty breathing down his neck right now for those rotation minutes. I'll tell you what, though. It's too early to look to next season, obviously, way too early. But I will say, as somebody who very much loves and appreciates seeing the development of young players, which is why I always tend to have young players ranked very highly on my favorite players list, I'm looking forward to next year to seeing Ariel Hug Porty probably getting the full-time backup big minutes, being a legit rotation piece in the Precious Achua role going into next season. I'm really looking forward to Paco Mdadie and seeing, you guys know I love Paco Mdadie, seeing what he looks like next year. I mean, he's a 6'8" wing with, who can knock down threes. He's got good vision, who's got good basketball feel, who's plays hard defensively. Maybe not the best lateral mover, but plays hard. Like, I'm really looking forward to the young players that we drafted. Obviously, they're not a part of the rotation this year, but that does not mean that they're not a part of the future plan. I'm really looking forward to them moving forward, right? In the roles of, like, Landry Shamet, cool. We're done with him after this year. Tyler Kolek in the role of Campaign, cool. Done with him after this year. Similarly with Hug Porty in the role of Precious Achua. Like, we got some good young players on the team to hopefully help build out some of these rotation pieces that we're going to need. We got some games going on. We'll go through and check them out. And Detroit right now up 29-20 on Boston. Detroit's looking scary, y'all. They are looking scary. Did I stop the timer already? I did stop the timer. My bad. Angela Harding. What's up, Angela? Keenan Hart said Precious is on a pretty golden contract, though. He's not. He's only on a one-year deal for $6 million. If they wanted to, I'm sure they could bring him back because he's not going to be like a targeted guy in free agency, similar to how he was last offseason. Not going to be a targeted guy in free agency. If they want to bring him back, they can, but he's not on a golden contract at all. As a matter of fact, he would have been on a very detrimental contract if not for the fact that he and the organization negotiated to waive the no-trade clause that he would have automatically gotten by the Knicks re-signing him. If it weren't for that, he'd be on a terrible contract because he'd have a no-trade clause. But it's only a one-year deal. Keenar said, Golden for the team. They could have gotten any backup big for that money. It's literally the minimum for the most part. Bridges gets it over to Anunoby. Anunoby has it up top, crossing over to his right. Has it on the right wing, now crossing over to his left. Steps back, fall away, foul line jumper. Draws the foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Anunoby being aggressive off the dribble is nice to see. Nice to see. Buzzer Beater said Dadier and Kolek have been sent down to the G League. Yes. Was it earlier today or yesterday? They played for the G League team, which was nice. Get them as much experience as you can. Is what you should be doing with the rookies. Send them down to the G League to play with the G League team. Bring them back up when the big league plays. Set them on the bench. Hopefully garbage time comes along here tonight and we can see some Tyler Kolek. I'm looking on the Knicks bench right now. I can see him sitting there. Brooklyn Knicks fan. What's propping Brooklyn Knicks fans? Trade Cat for Giannis. His 5-out ball don't fit our team. It does fit the team, brother. It does fit the team. Also, I don't think Milwaukee would want Towns for Giannis. They would want also a bunch of draft picks, which the Knicks do not have. Maxey has it up top, but, you never know. Who knows? Maxey spinning against Achua. Great defense from Precious Achua. And good box out by OG Anunoby. Knocks the rebound over to Brunson. Brunson crosses over to his right, driving it down. Pocket pass over to Achua. Gets it picked off by Maxey. Great defensive play for Maxey. He's bringing it down now. Brunson's going to pick him up. Maxey dancing with it. Quick crossover to his right. Down the lane. Scoop layup. Blows the layup. Took off way too far. Brunson bringing it down. It's a 5-on-4. Maxey still in the backcourt. Swings it over to McBride. Extra pass. Bridges wide open. Left corner 3. Knock me down. Comes up short. Come on, Bridges. The easiest shot you've had tonight from the perimeter. He misses the corner one. Justin Edwards has it on the left wing, attacking to his right against Anunoby. Stops, pump fake, leans in. He's got nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Maxey. Maxey swings through to his right, driving it down. And then a foul on a Dembona. Trips up Mikal Bridges trying to come up to set the screen. And it is a turnover by Philadelphia. 1:30 to go. And the Knicks with an 11-point lead, 28-17. Mark said Precious, terrible hands. Yeah, that was just a bad pass from Brunson, though. Maxey saw it red the whole way, and he came out and jumped the passing lane and stole it. Precious does not have great hands, though. I will agree with that. He does not have very good hands at all. Brooklyn Knicks fans, an only team to win 5-out. Where'd the comment go? I think your comment disappeared, brother. Bridges a pull-up baseline jumper, gets it to go. And Mikal Bridges continues to hit, baby. Continued to hit. Oubre on the left wing being guarded by McBride. Coming to his right, off the Drummond screen. McBride does a great job staying with him and strips him of the ball, but he's able to recover it. Fall-away jumper over McBride. Great defense from Deuce McBride. Kelly Oubre using the size advantage over McBride, still able to hit. Brunson dancing with it up top, pulling it back out. Has it up top, being guarded by Edwards. Coming to his left off the Achua screen, gets to the mid-range foul line, pull-up jumper, can't get it to go, but a foul on Edwards. And Philadelphia continues to hack and whack here. We're under a minute to go here in the first quarter, 47 seconds to go. Knicks still holding on to that 11-point lead, 30-19. Kate Hazy said Brunson does play better with the true 5. What I think it mainly is, I don't think it's like a true 5. What I think it is a guy who can set really good screens. Brunson played really well. He had good ESP with Jericho Sims because Jericho Sims would set some strong screens. Hugporty's a better screen. Karl Anthony Towns needs to be a better screen setter, right? Towns sets a lot of screens like this, right? Instead of setting like a good screen like this. Go back and watch Karl Anthony Towns try to set some screens because he's setting screens like this because he's trying to slip the screen and immediately roll. When, I need you to free up the star point guard, brother. I don't need you to worry about rolling right now. I need you to free up Brunson, and then he'll find the passing lane to get it to you. You'll figure that out. Brooklyn Knicks fan said the only team to win 5-out was Boston. Boston, Golden State, Milwaukee did it a couple of years ago. It's just modern basketball, brother. It's just modern basketball. Lonnie Walker is in the game, shoots it over Sham and gets the mid-range jumper to go. Perfectly defended by Sham, and it did not matter as Lonnie Walker just rises and fires out of the mid-range and gets it to go. Brunson bringing it down. He has it up top. Brunson being guarded by Edwards. 13 seconds to go. He's going to wind it down for the final shot of the quarter. It's about a 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Brunson coming to his left off the Achua screen. Blown past the defense. Kicks it out up top the Bridges. Catches. Pump fakes. Coming to his left. Gets fouled by Grimes. Grimes closes out too aggressively. Ends up accidentally tripping Bridges as he tried to attack with 2 seconds to go. And the Knicks are in the bonus. It's going to send Bridges to the foul line for 2 free throw attempts. Kay Hazy said Grimes mad at Bridges for taking his spot. He shouldn't be mad at Bridges. Should be mad at Dante DiVincenzo for playing him out of town. Honestly, it was the guy who got Quentin Grimes traded off the Knicks is Quentin Grimes. If we're being honest. As Bridges misses a free throw. Come on, big dog. Come on, big dog. Campaign subs in. Brooklyn said 5-out 3-point shooting, I meant. I mean, sure, but that's not what 5-out is, just because all 5 players can shoot a 3. 5-out is having 5 players out on the perimeter who can dribble, pass, and shoot. It's just modern basketball, my man. It's just modern basketball. Lonnie Walker bringing it down. Shoves it up from half court, way off. Right? Part of the reason why Giannis is fits as well as he is and has been playing as well as he is, don't get me wrong. Giannis is my favorite player in the league. But Giannis needs to play alongside a guy who can stretch the floor. So you trade for Giannis, and you trade Karl-Anthony Towns for Giannis, you still need to go out and get a guy who can spread the court from 3-point range. You're not playing Giannis and Mitchell Robinson alongside each other. It's not gonna work. Brooklyn said Brunson and Giannis is a better duo. Brother, is Giannis. Yes, no duh. We're talking about a league MVP, a 2-time league MVP. We are not comparing Giannis to Karl-Anthony Towns. He's significantly better. Dog, this is not a conversation. You are not convincing anybody of anything. Everybody agrees with you. Giannis is the better player. You are not trading Karl-Anthony Towns for Giannis is the point. This is not 2K, my man. Keenan Hart said, love young Detroit. Detroit is hooping. I mean, we can go around the league real quick, but they were up 12 on Boston right now. Before I do that, let's do this. Actually, let's do this. There we go. Let's go back live. Man, Gotham Sports app, you're getting on my nerves again, Gotham Sports app. Nope, let's not do that. I'm just trying to show y'all some box scores, and the Gotham Sports app is making it difficult. Here we go. Detroit holding a double-digit lead over the Celtics in the second quarter so far. Check out that box score. Fred, what's up, Fred? KNR said, yes, where do we sign up for Giannis? I would I would drive Karl-Anthony Towns to the airplane if that means we can get Giannis. You're not getting Giannis for Karl-Anthony Towns. He's a 2-time league MVP in his prime. Tatum's playing well. He's got 12 points, but no Jaylen Brown tonight is the big deal. Pistons up 13, though. Also, no Luke Cornett. And everyone else is struggling outside of Tatum. Derek White has hit 2 threes, but Tatum has been their sole source of offense so far. And then you go over to Malik Beasley coming off the bench and getting buckets. 12 points for Beasley. Cade Cunningham, 8 points, 2 boards, 4 assists, doing Cade Cunningham stuff. One of my favorite players in the league, absolutely. Brooklyn said Detroit is a sleeper. Yes, they are, man. I mean, I don't even know if we can classify them as a sleeper anymore because I think they're getting a ton of a media play right now. They're right there. They're right there, man. Hey, I will say, you guys know this. You guys know this. I've been on the bandwagon for the Detroit Pistons going back 2 years ago. Huge Cade Cunningham fan for years. Literally a huge fan of him in high school. Followed him as he went to Oklahoma State. Absolute huge fan of Cade Cunningham. So happy he's finally proving that he is a legit winning player, championship caliber player, cornerstone level player, because I've seen it the whole time. Happy he's finally shown the rest of the world, and everybody can agree, Cade Cunningham's that dude. Here we go. Campaign has it up top, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges across the lane, over to Shamet. A left corner three for Shamet. In and out, can't get it to go. Drummond rips down a rebound. Here comes Lonnie Walker. Walker has it on the right wing, up top to Drummond, attacking Achua, down the lane, Scooblet with the left hand, can't get it to go, but a foul on Precious Achua is going to send Andre Drummond to the foul line. Drummond not known for his free throw shooting. Ruin on some missed free throws here. How did the Knicks get 3 points? What did I miss? 33-21. AB said, and the Knicks can very well lose to Detroit in the playoffs. If they don't show up, they can. If the Knicks play the way they should play, as expected, they should beat them, but it's going to be a hard-fought series. It is going to be a hard-fought series, man. Big task. 19 points for Mikal Bridges. Absolutely. Absolutely. Fred, we're not getting Giannis. Get that out of your head. We are not getting Giannis. A miracle would have to happen. And look, we've seen miracles happen. Luka is on the Lakers. We've seen miracles happen. So I'm not going to say it's not happening, but very unlikely. Drummond splits the free throws. Campaign up top gets it over to Bridges. Bridges being guarded by Graham, coming to his right off the Achua screen, driving it down, stops, fall away mid-range jumper. Is he feeling it like that? Misses it. Drummond with the rebound. Here comes Paul George. Picked up by Bridges. Paul George has it up top, dancing with it. Quick crossover to his left, driving it in on Bridges. Step back, mid-range pull-up jumper. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Drummond rips it down, kicks it out. Justin Edwards a three. Too long, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Achua climbs the ladder, rips it away from Grimes, and now Achua will bring it down. I like the aggressiveness from Achua on the glass. You need the help. Campaign coming to his right off the handoff, driving it down. Gets caught in the air, puts up the floater, gets the double clutch floater to go from Campaign. Okay, we need the bench to show up, and they're showing up. Paul George bringing it down. Hands it off to Drummond. Drummond fakes the handoff, gets it out to Paul George. Coming to his right off the screen, driving it down. Pocket pass to Drummond. Goes up and he big one-handed slam over Precious Achua. Come on, Precious. Precious, you disappointed me a little bit sometimes with your defense. You're out there because you're a versatile defender, and you're getting shown up by Andre Drummond right now. Campaign coming to his right off the Achua screen. Driving it down. Stop. Scoop layup again. Gets blocked by Lonnie Walker. Not a good decision from Campaign there. Paul George bringing it down against Shaman, who's retreating. Kicks it in the corner to Grimes. They run him off the line. He's attacking. And Grimes kicks it out to nobody. Terrible decision from Quinn Grimes there out of bounds. Still an 11-point lead for the Knicks with 10 minutes to go. Kanyan Pepper. What's up, Kanyan? MBM. What's up, MBM? MBM said, I see the ops are all present and accounted for respectively. Justice's dad said, wonder if they would do Brunson and Bridges for Giannis. I don't think so. Giannis is 31. I don't think they would move the guy on probably the best contract in the NBA and Brunson, who took a pay discount for a guy who is going to demand all the money possible. And then you have nothing left to build around them. So Achua throws up a terrible hook shot, airballs it. Paul George now has it with a step-back jumper, can't get it to go. Josh Hart back into the game, grabs the rebound, bringing it down. Josh Hart gets it over to Campaign. Campaign coming to his right, tries to get it over to Josh Hart, knocked out of bounds by Philly, though, so it'll remain with the Knicks. Christopher, what's up, Chris? Still no Mitchell? No, the expectation is that he will be back on Friday, make his season debut on Friday under heavy minutes restriction, but we will see. No official statement has been made yet. McBride, a mid-range pull-up jumper, gets it to go. I love McBride getting to that mid-range jumper. Very confident in that mid-range jumper. A shot he can pretty consistently get to for the most part against most defenders. Justin Edwards has it up top, being guarded by Shamet. Coming to his left off the Drummond screen. Gets it over to Paul George. Swings it over to Grimes. Grimes in the left corner, being guarded by McBride. Coming to his right between the legs. Gets it over to Drummond. Drummond in the post. Right block, being guarded by Achua. Backing him down. Flips it up with the righty hook. Air balls. It hits the side of the backboard. Achua with the rebound. Terrible decision from Drummond. Good defense from Achua. Josh Hart, a bullet pass inside. Gets knocked out of bounds by Philly. 9 minutes to go. David Hush Jr. said, don't like the precious minutes. Yeah, they're rough. They can be rough. Like we always say. Like I always say. And I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. Precious is really good in certain situations. And he's good in like spot minutes here and there. Like right now, I would consider putting Hukporti back in. you know? Brooklyn Knicks fan said Achua might not get re-signed. I would be very surprised if they brought Precious Achua back. Anunoby off the inbounds, a right corner three, airballs it. Looks like Justin Edwards may have gotten a piece of it, or Lonnie Walker got a piece of it. Oubre in the paint, steps through, puts up the floater over Josh Hart, gets it to go. And here comes Campaign bringing it down. Hit ahead to Josh Hart, full head of steam down the lane. Euro step in, gets fouled by Oubre. The second foul on Kelly Oubre. He's going to send Josh Hart to the foul line for 2 free throws. Slim Slam, what's up, Slim? Keen Hart said, yeah, we're going to get Giannis when he's 39. that is the, hopefully that's not the Knicks way anymore, but that was the Knicks way for about 15, 20 years. Always got the superstar player on the back end of their career after their primes, right? When they were all downtrodden and out and got all the injuries and are no longer great players, but Fred said, what the Knicks need is a wing and a rim protector. Well, they're going to get their rim protector back in Mitchell Robinson hopefully on Friday. And they are probably going to bring up one T.J. Warren from the G League and sign him to a full contract on Saturday. So, well, you know, they may knock out both of those by the end of the weekend. We'll see. Josh Hart misses both free throws, by the way. Come on, Josh. I didn't even want to mention that you missed the first one. And you still missed the second one. Maxey coming to his left off the screen, attacking Achua. Scoop layup, high off glass with the left hand, gets it to go. And Josh Hart gets smacked in the face as he comes away, holding his eye. Campaign bringing it down. Josh Hart seems to be all right, walking it off. Campaign has it up top, 8 minutes to go. Gets it over to Achua. Achua at the foul line, being guarded by Bona. Attacking to his left. Steps back, mid-range pull-up jumper. He got it to go, though. Okay, if you're going to shoot the terrible shots, at least knock him down. Pressures Achua with a little step-back foul line jumper, gets it to go. Paul George bringing it down against Anunoby. Hands it off to Lonnie Walker. Walker dancing around the Adem bonus screen. Quick crossover to his right, driving it down. Foul line pull-up jumper for Lonnie Walker. Comes up short. Josh Hart rips down the rebound, and he's bringing it down. Swings it over to Campaign. Campaign has it up top. Going to slow it down a little bit. Quick crossover to his right. Driving it down. Scoop layup. Gets it to go. Campaign, by the way, going up against his former team from last year, the Philadelphia 76ers. Paul George has it up top. Crossing over to his left. Over the top pass. Anunoby comes up. Knocks it away. Gets the steal. Campaign bringing it down. Campaign going to slow it down. Wait for Anunoby to get it back. Gets it over to OG. OG's going to stop and pop. And knock it down. OG with the steal and the pull-up three. Welcome to the game, OG Anunoby. Love to see it. Love to see OG getting back on track. And Philly's going to call yet another timeout as the Knicks have ballooned the lead up to 16 here. Okay. Kinahara said, that's why I think McHale was a bad trade. We need a rim and a rim protector. McHale was supposed to be a standout defensive wing on offense. Standout defensive wing with offense. Turns out he's been okay in offense and disappointing on defense. Yes, absolutely. All very valid points from Kinahara. No lies were said in that statement. Absolutely. I think the hope is that when you get a rim protector behind Mikal Bridges, it's going to help improve his perimeter defense because then he could be more aggressive defensively, not having to worry about like getting blown by and not having anybody in the back line to help him. It always happens when you have a rim protector behind you. You can be more aggressive as a perimeter defender. So simply by having Mitchell Robinson, and obviously it's going to be slowly as we bring Mitch along, so it's not going to be right away, but you will see the impact. At some point, it's going to click where it's like, oh, we got Big Mitch back there. I'm going to press up on this guy, force him to certain spots because I know Big Mitch is going to be waiting there. And it's really going to help the defense from both Anunoby and from Mikal Bridges, and hopefully, obviously, from everybody else. And the defense overall is going to get pushed up with Mitch Robinson out there. So that is the hope. That is the expectation, even almost. But Gotta wait to see how it all plays out. But yes, overall, Mikal Bridges has had a very disappointing season in his first season with the Knicks. Kenny McLeod, more missed free throws, yes. More missed free throws. Rid if I said Achua can shoot, I want him back. Achua can't shoot, my man. Every time Precious Achua shoots a shot, I don't expect it to go in. Right? Sometimes it does go in. I don't expect the Precious Achua shots, any perimeter shots to go in. Almost any shots even the ones around the basket. He is not a good shooter. Vertify said, New York is 52-13 if Hartenstein stayed. Yeah, man. Yeah, that's why Hartenstein will always have a hater on me, man. Always have a hater in me. Christopher said, is 28 great defense or Philly bad offense? Philly has terrible offense. Yes, terrible offense. You know, it's a combination of both. The Knicks are playing well defensively tonight, but Philly is horrendous, right? You take everything that happens tonight with a grain of salt. You walk away from the game tonight if the Knicks end up blowing it out, which it's on its way to happening. You take it with a grain of salt in the sense that, like, Philly has been terrible. They've lost 8 games in a row. Their morale is super low. It's not going to happen. They're probably not even going to make the play-in this year. They're going to be looking for lottery balls, which is crazy to say. But, you know, like, you also have to come out and play the good defense to keep them down low. So, shout out to the Knicks for doing that. But you take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. You play who's in front of you. But Philly has not been a good offense this year. Maxey gets it over to Paul George. Paul George being guarded by Anunoby. Gets it over to Adem Bona. Bona being guarded by Chua. Fakes the handoff. Gets it over to Paul George. Spinning towards the baseline. Step back jumper over McBride. Great defense from McBride. Long rebound. Finds its way to McBride. Hit ahead to Josh Hart. Josh Hart bringing it down. Has it on the right wing. Cross-court pass to McBride. Come on, Precious. Get your hand out there. Terrible pass from Josh Hart. But you got to be there as a liaison. Precious, you're just standing there. Terrible decision from Josh Hart, though. Chris said, thanks for the shout-out. Great play-by-play when I show up. I try to get to everybody's comments. I appreciate you being in the chat. I appreciate everybody being in the chat. So I try to get to everybody's comments. Obviously, the more people we have in stream, today we have 160. So the more people we have in stream, the more difficult it's going to be to get to everybody's comments. Sometimes they just start flooding in, and then obviously I'm doing the game. So, Shade, what's up, Shade? Zero Tolerance Bully Kennel, what's up, Zero? The only hope we got left this season is Mitch. Just hoping there will be a difference, because this present unit won't take us far. Absolutely, absolutely. The Knicks didn't have much of room to operate as Maxey knocks down a mid-range jumper. This trade deadline, with some of the contracts they had, Mitchell Robinson not playing all year, made it very difficult to involve him in trades when nobody knew what they were going to get from him and if he was even going to be available this season. McBride, a left wing 3, trying to get the points right back. Too long, can't get it to go. Who is that with the ball right now? I gotta go to the box score to see who it was. But Mitchell Robinson is he is essentially their last hope. They swing it out to Paul George, extra passing around. Oubre over to Maxey, wide open left corner 3, got the Knicks in rotation, but Maxey can't make them pay, missing the corner 3. Josh Hart bringing it down, he has it up top. Dancing with it, coming to his right, swings it over to McBride. McBride in the corner. Who is this guarding him? I gotta look it up, my bad, y'all. McBride coming to his left off the Anunoby screen, attacking the rookie Bona. Mid-range pull-up jumper from McBride along the baseline, gets it to go. Sweet shot from Deuce McBride. I love when he gets to that mid-range jumper, man. I love it. Who is it? Oh, it's Ricky Council. Ricky Council, the 4th, is in the game. Oubre, a straightaway 3, comes up short. Campaign with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Campaign, driving to his right. Now he's going to slow it down, being guarded by Oubre. Shoves it over to Achua. Achua catches, pump fakes, blown by Bona all the way to the back. And he throws it down, Precious Achua. Yes, sir. On his head. Where's my foul call, too? Knocked him to the floor? Took his legs out? Where's my foul call for Precious? My goodness, he did not go in for that finger roll layup. He said, I'm throwing this one down. All over his head, I'm throwing this one down. 18-point lead for the Knicks, 5 minutes to go. Over the top pass to Maxey. Maxey, a left wing 3, can't get it to go off a movement. Josh Hart able to take the rebound away from Bona, but it was out of bounds. Couldn't corral it in time. It's going to remain with Philly. Just as dad said, Deuced Precious was waiting for your response. Precious Achua, my good. Where's the foul? Dembona hanging all over him as they showed the replay. Give my man Precious Achua a standing ovation. I give Precious Achua a hard time all season long because I expect more from him. I need more from him. The team needs more from him. So I've been hard on Precious Achua all night long, but he delivers a highlight play right there. Shout out to him. Dembona has it up top. Hugporty is back into the game for Precious Achua. Swings it over to Council. Council hands it off to Oubre. Oubre dancing with it against Brunson on the switch. Driving it down. Hits Council. Cunningham back door. Shoves it over to Bona. Goes up and he throws it down just as the buzzer expires. Got it off in time. And then a delay of game against Philly there. AP, 165 only 49 likes. Got to do better. Yes, you're in the stream right now. Thank you, AP. Please go ahead. Hit the like button. Hit that thumbs up button. It is the best way to support the stream, to support the content, support anything you see on YouTube. The best thing you can do is to hit the like button. I literally won't ask of anything else other than for you to simply take the 1 second it takes to, ooh, beautiful pass from Josh Hart inside the Hugporty for an easy slam. Look at the big man rolling to the basket. Yes, sir. Simply liking the stream is the best way to support it, y'all. So I appreciate you. Thanks again. Always. Paul George stepping down the lane, gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. David, Huckmania. Huckmania in full effect right now. Just as his dad said, who are these dunking MFers? Absolutely, man. They're going crazy tonight against a terrible Philadelphia team. This is exactly what you got to do to bad teams. You got to beat them down. You got to take a large lead, and you got to have some fun. You got to instill. You got to bring the vibes back. It's not going to come all the way back in one game. 0-7 against the top tier teams in the league is 0-7 against the top tier teams in the league. There's no sugarcoating that, right? So you're not going to be able to bring the vibes back. They're gone. They're gone. A lot of us don't feel like they're a championship contending team this year, but you can bring the vibes back slowly but surely. We can gain some confidence, get Mitchell Robinson back, continue to improve, and then feel a little bit better as we go into the end of the year. Paul George splits the free throws. Brunson has it up top. Coming to his right up the Hugporty screen. Driving it down, step back, pump fake, leans in, steps through, puts up the floater, gets blocked by Maxey. Here comes Maxey, shot out of a cannon. Bullet pass inside to Ricky Council is off the mark as it goes out of bounds. Ball back to the Knicks. Bad pass. Bad pass from Maxey. Rob Jaworski, what's up, Rob? Happy to see you, Rob. Anunoby has it under the basket, bringing it back out. Didn't have any space to go up with it. Josh Hart up top, being guarded by Council. Swings it over to Bridges. Bridges is back in. The full starting 5 is in. Bridges on the right wing, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Oubre on the switch. Brunson dancing with it. On the right wing, hesitation move, spins to his left, step back, pump fake, steps through, puts up the floater off glass, banks it in. My goodness, making something out of nothing. Operating in a phone booth there. Still able to get the basket over Oubre. Paul George coming to his left off the screen. A pull-up 3 over Anunoby. Knocks it down. Welcome to the game, Paul George. Barely said your name tonight. A 16-point lead for the Knicks is not large enough. Come on, Knicks. Brunson coming to his right off the Hugporty screen. Swings it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, bad pass. Gets picked off by Ricky Council. And Josh Hart has delivered a couple of bad passes tonight as he ends up fouling Ricky Council with 3 minutes to go. Not a very good night from Josh Hart. It's been a little sloppy all night long. AP said Leon Rose has work to do this offseason. I don't know what he does. I don't know either, but so far, Leon Rose has not really let us down. Hasn't really let us down, right? Made some questionable moves this offseason that some people have been questioning, but I think in the long term, we're going to be all right. Just got to continue to trust the process. Very fitting I use that phrase as we play Philadelphia tonight. And great ball movement from Philly leads to a wide open Kelly Oubre 3 as he knocks it down, knocking it down to a 13-point lead. And just like that, we're back into a game, y'all. Unfortunate. Here we go. Here we go. Mike, what's up, Mike? Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. Coming to his right. Stopping, stepping through, kicks it out. Anunoby in the corner. Jab step, driving to his left against Paul George. Great defense from Paul George staying in front of him. Anunoby muscling up. Fall away jumper over PG. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Finds its way to George. He's bringing it down now. Hit ahead over the top to Drummond for an easy two-handed slam. And a technical foul on Andre Drummond for holding on to the rim, I believe. So the lead is now down to 11. Not a good time to pick up a technical. Not a good time. Brooklyn Knicks fan said, Mitch puts everyone back into the right position. He makes a difference more than we know. I mean, I've been on the train all season, Brooklyn, about how, listen, everyone who's been in here for a while knows Mitchell Robinson is my favorite player on the team. By far my favorite player on the team. So best believe I know what he's about to bring. Absolutely. But I think I've said this before, but I described OG Anunoby and his fit last year as the guy. He was a puzzle piece that made the whole picture make sense. And it was like, oh, you slot OG Anunoby in there, and everything else makes sense. I feel similarly about Mitchell Robinson this year. I think Mitchell Robinson's the puzzle piece that makes everything else make sense. The Knicks knock down their technical free throw, and Brunson will bring it down now. JB has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. Gets it over to Hugporty. Hugporty has it up top. Hands it off to Bridges. Bridges driving it down off the Hugporty handoff over to Hugporty. Hugporty in the lane. Knocks down the little hook floating shot in the lane. Nice soft touch from Ariel Hugporty. Got to give my man more minutes. Should have been getting minutes earlier in the year. He is a legit rotation piece on this team, man. Paul George driving it down. Throws it over to nobody. Here comes Josh Hart. Shot out of a cannon. Bringing it down. Stops at the three-point line. Inside pass. Anunoby under the basket all by himself. Throws it down with two hands. And the lead, just like that, back up to 16, which is nice. Maxey bringing it down. Has it up top. Being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right, off the Drummond screen. Swings it over to Oubre. Oubre coming to his right, hands it off to George. George being guarded by Josh Hart. Quick crossover to his right. Almost falls down. Kicks it out to Oubre. Oubre, right wing three. Right corner three. Can't get it to go. Good box out from Brunson, but the ball is still loose. Paul George ends up with it. Swings it out to Maxey on the relocation for a three. Too long. Can't get it to go. Anunoby with the rebound. Home run pass to Josh Hart against Paul George. He's going to pull it back out. No, knocked out of his hands. It's going to go back to Philly. Great hands from Paul George there, showing his versatility defensively. Come on, Josh. Got to be strong with the ball, brother. Got to be strong with the ball. And I'm really happy with what we're seeing from Ariel Hugporty tonight. We did, we did mention very quickly, very briefly, about how Hugporty getting his first start tonight was important, and it was important for him to play well and not get into a ton of foul trouble, as rookies and Hugporty are susceptible to, right? Hugporty has been very susceptible to picking up quick and easy fouls all season long. Tonight, I don't think he's picked up one foul, and I think he's been pretty solid defensively. Nothing great, nothing stands out overwhelmingly, but he's been solid. He's doing his job. He's rotating well. He's rebounding well. Of course, we'll check the box scores and see how all that is shaking out so far, but Christopher said, Josh Hart, probably the only Knick who is allowed to have a bad night because of the way he plays. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Josh Hart's going to show up every night. The effort and the energy is going to be there. He never cheats you on that, right? So if you have a bad night, it happens. Every player deserves a bad. Every player has a bad night every now and again. Brunson does, Towns does, but as long as you show up and you play hard and you keep doing the intangible stuff that helps you win, then we'll forget about the bad night as long as we get the victory. Patrick Thomas, what's up, Patrick? Patrick said, I don't rate Bridges. He's soft as ice cream. He doesn't drive strong to the basket like Tatum or Jaylen Brown. Well, Tatum and Jaylen Brown are weird comparisons to bring up for Mikal Bridges. Literally perennial all-star level players, all NBA level players. You're comparing him to a guy who is not an all-star. But you are right about his very, very soft driving game this season. Hasn't always been the case for Mikal Bridges. He's the kind of guy who has sliced and diced through his career. He's at a career low in terms of free throw rate. Guys just not getting to the free throw line at all. A lot of that obviously has to do with the fact that he is not really driving the ball to the rim this season. He is settling for a lot of mid-range jumpers, a lot of fall-away jumpers, like 8, 10, 12 feet away. And it's like weird that he's doing that. He was asked about that earlier in the year. Like, hey, what's going on with this trend of you taking these like little fall-away jumpers all season long? And he basically said that he realized when he was with Phoenix how important it was to have that in-between mid-range game, because you're not always going to be able to get to the basket, and you're going to be constantly run off the line. And so he really is focusing on knocking down mid-range shots and getting to that mid-range area, not getting all the way to the basket in preparation for the playoff run that they're going to have, because he sees them as a championship contending team. And like, that makes sense, but you need to work in getting to the basket and getting to the foul line. And he has been terrible at mixing that in this season, because he is not getting to the foul line at all. It's very rare to see Mikal at the foul line. Fred said, I think Leon would get Dante back in the offseason. I don't know why Minnesota would let him go. Why would Minnesota want to let him go? 40 seconds to go. Knicks with a 16-point lead, 57-41. They call an off-ball foul on Anunoby. Philly's on, in the bonus, so they're going to go to the... No, they're not. Yes, they are. They're going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Is it Paul George? Paul George at the foul line, or is it the foul line? Mark said, who is Leon Rose going to bring in then? I have no idea. I have no idea who's even available as a free agent this year. I think we tried doing this once, 2025 free agents. Should we look it up? We'll look it up at halftime. We got 40 seconds to go to halftime, and then we'll look it up. Paul George knocks down the first free throw. I'll just bring up a chart now. 2025 NBA free agents. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 my bad. Accidentally hit that button. Patrick said, Detroit reminded me a little like the Rockets. Good athletes and young up-and-coming team. Yep. The difference is that the Pistons have their cornerstone future superstar. Brunson gets fouled going to the basket by Paul George. He's going to the foul line for 2 free throws. Paul George did hit both of his free throws. 30 seconds to go. Mark said, hard to say at this point, but it's not going to be Ragu. I'd be very surprised if he was able to pull that off. I'd be very surprised. I'm looking through the list right now, and I'm just scrolling down until we get to a player that I think the Knicks could actually make a run at. All right, we'll start here. When we get to it, we'll start there. Because it's like young restricted player. Those guys are not, the Knicks are not going to be able to get those guys. Or superstar player, or star player, or whatever. But so, Oubre going down, gets blocked at the basket by McBride, but a foul is called. Going to send Oubre to the foul line. It's become a free throw shooting game here to end the quarter now. Brunson did knock down both of his free throws, by the way. Justice's dad said AD a free agent? They can't get AD, brother, even if he was, and I don't think he is. Ken Hart said, love the softest ice cream line. I would add soft serve too. Not even hard ice cream. Yeah, ice cream can be hard. Yeah, I know y'all have the carton in there in the freezer, and then you try to go in there with a spoon, and it's like carving that thing in the stone. So you gotta say it's gotta be soft serve. Soft serve. It gotta be nice and soft out there. And you're not wrong. Not wrong. Oubre knocks down both of his free throws. 59-45 with 20 seconds to go. Brunson's gonna hold it for what should be the final shot of the quarter here. It's only about a second difference between game clock and shot clock. Brunson has it up top. Mark said, got to heat the spoon hot water. For sure. Old school trick. Brunson crossing up to his right, spins to his left, stops, steps back, driving to his right, spinning back to his left, half spin, fall away jumper out of the mid-range. Oh my goodness, that's just a superstar being a superstar. Had nowhere to go, lost the ball a couple of times, had draped all over with multiple defenders. He said, I'm just going to fall away, shoot this shot. Long mid-range fall away jumper, looking like Kobe out there. Kobe knocking it down. JB just being a superstar. 61-45 is the final score going into halftime here. Patrick Thomas said, Precious is too small and is not a center. He's not. He's only about 6'8". Don't know why Tibbs is playing him and not Hugporty. Hugporty got the start tonight, Patrick. Hugporty got the start tonight. Precious is the only other backup big they have right now, so makes sense. Makes sense why they would have him out there. That's why I don't like Tibbs and his adjustment. I mean, it's not really an adjustment. Towns is out tonight. Your two bigs on the roster who are remaining is Hugporty and Achua. So you have to play them both at center. It is the only option you have tonight. Keenan Hart said, all of the opposing teams are heating the spoon on us? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, kind of. Only the elite teams, though. Like, let's be real. Come on. It's only been the elite teams. Patrick said, would you give OG and McHale for KD? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think that's short-sighted. I think KD is not who we believe him to be anymore. I mean, that guy is going on 36 years old. He's going to be 36 years old. Who's going to demand a large contract again if you're going to be looking to resign him. He's literally done nothing but say disparaging things about the New York Knicks. Like, why would you give up Mikal Bridges, who's on a really good contract, who's already hinted at that he would be willing to sign a very cheap extension? Obviously, Anunoby is a big old deal, but yeah, no, I want nothing to do with KD. Who, by the way, at 36 years old now, is consistently injured every other game. You know, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Keenan Hart said Tibbs is going to be mentioning the Huck at halftime, 12 minutes, 0 rebounds. Oh, really? You got 0 rebounds so far. We'll go through the box scores. Actually, let's go through the box scores first, and then we'll go through the free agent market and see who's going to be available. Chris said, no Towns tonight and up by 16. Yeah, I mean, this is a bad Philadelphia team. Very bad Philadelphia team. Got to beat up on the bad teams. Just as his dad said, I was halfway joking about AD, but LeBron is a free agent next year, so James Harden and Kyrie. LeBron is a free agent, and I scrolled right past it because he is not going to become a Knick, not when Luka Doncic is a Laker. All right, let's go through the box scores. Let's do this. Paul George is 8 points. He's 2 for 9 from the field tonight. He's a minus 13. Does have 2 steals. Does have 6 boards and 5 assists. He's impacting the game in other ways. But the scoring has not been consistent tonight from him. Tyrese Maxey having a terrible night so far. He's 0 for 6 from 3, 4 for 15 from the field. He's got 8 points. 1 rebound, 1 assist. Not a very good night from Tyrese Maxey at all. Oubre is 19 points. Started to come alive. Knocked down 3 threes so far. He's been an inconsistent shooter this season. Quinn Grimes only played 10 minutes. Took 1 3. And has really done a whole lot of nothing else. They didn't get much off the bench. Lonnie Walker hit a mid-range shot. Adem Bona had a dunk and made 1 free throw. So they're not getting much out off the bench. It's really been Kelly Oubre and bust so far. Kelly Oubre or nothing so far. Without the Kelly Oubre contributions, this is a 20-point lead right now. So he's doing his best to keep his team's head above water, but they are really struggling. As for the Knicks, Mikal Bridges got off to an insanely hot start, 6 for 6 to start, before he finally missed his first shot of the game. He's got 19 points. But this is upsetting. 0 rebounds from my man Mikal Bridges. Brother, we need your help on the boards, big dog. Like, you can't have 0. Anunoby's got 6 big old rebounds. He's helping out on the glass. Anunoby is also another guy who I'd like to see him up his rebounding percentage. Grabbing 6 rebounds tonight is nice. Hugporty has 0 rebounds. Crazy. How did that happen? I feel like he's grabbed a couple of rebounds, but he hasn't. He's got 6 points and 0s across the board, which doesn't look good statistically, but I think overall he's been pretty good, right? Part of the reason why we go through the box score is to see if it doesn't match how we feel about how they play. Tonight, I feel like Hugporty's played pretty well, but he's got 0s across the board and just 6 points. But Brunson's got 15. He's got 8 free throw attempts already with also 7 assists and only 1 turnover. Just doing some very Jalen Brunson's things. Very Jalen Brunson-esque game. 15 and 7 at halftime with only 1 turnover is beautiful. Josh Hart, on the other hand, 2 points and 4 turnovers with just 2 assists. So on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, Josh Hart's throwing the ball all over the place right now. He does have the highest plus-minus on the team, Plus 17, because all the intangible stuff Josh Hart does. He has grabbed 8 big old rebounds, leading us in rebounding right now. And then off the bench, we've got some nice contributions. McBride with 4, Campaign with 4, Achua with 4, which is nice. Nice contributions in the first half off the bench. Shamit only played the 5 minutes, missed the 1 3-point shot he took. But other than that, I thought overall the Knicks are playing pretty well. There's really nobody I think I could single out and be like, this guy's not bringing it. I mean, Shamit's only played the 5 minutes. He's just out there trying to eat up some minutes. I thought McBride played well. Thought Achua gave us some moments. Played pretty well. He had a nice highlight dunk, which is nice. I thought Campaign played pretty well. 4 points, 2 assists, no turnovers, which is always nice. Josh Hart is really the only guy who's been pretty erratic tonight. Again, the 4 turnovers is rough. Way too many turnovers in one half of basketball, brother. But, clean it up in the second half and we're going to be all right. And Brunson just doing Brunson things. Just as his dad said, 40% from 3 land is for the Knicks is nice. Yes, overall, the Knicks are 4 for 10 from 3. I mean, the volume is pretty low. It's not really what you want to see, but converting on 40% of your 3-point shots is better than being under 40%. 14 free throw attempts for them. As for Philly, they're 4 for 17 from 3. They've taken 7 more 3-point attempts, but they've hit the same amount of 3-point attempts as the Knicks. 17 for 45 from the field, they're under 40% from the field, and the Knicks are almost 60% from the field. We've taken 14 free throws to their 10, so about even. About even. And before we go around the league, let's look at this list real quick. So, we get to guys like, Santi Aldama is restricted. One of my favorite role players in the league, Santi Aldama. But he being a restricted free agent, the Knicks are not going to be able to get him. Cam Thomas, restricted. Josh Giddey, restricted. You get the Bobby Portis, who has a player option. I assume he picks up the player option after being suspended for 25 games. You got Kelly Oubre. And I guess this is where the list starts. Are you guys interested in Kelly Oubre? I think the Knicks might be able to afford him. He's making $8 million this year. I'm sure the Knicks could maneuver their roster in a way to afford $8 million for Kelly Oubre. Would you guys be interested? Kelly Oubre is playing very well tonight. Is it an audition for Kelly Oubre this offseason? John Collins, who's had a career year with Utah this year, he's been fantastic for them. He also has a player option. We'll see if he hits the market or if he picks up the option. It's for $26 million. So gotta assume he's gonna pick up that option. Brook Lopez, who we'll see what happens with Milwaukee in the offseason if Giannis starts to demand some things. And if he might be on his way out, Brook Lopez might be on his way out. Is Brook Lopez an option for the Knicks to pick up as a backup big? I think at this point in his career, he'd end up being a backup big. Nickeil Alexander-Walker is a free agent. I really like Nickeil Alexander-Walker. 3-and-D kind of player. Also a defensive-minded guard. Could really help the Knicks on that end as a guy off the bench. Chris said, yeah, I'd snag Kelly Oubre. Mark said, I'd say yes to Oubre. Oubre is an interesting player off the bench for the Knicks, for sure. I mean, provides you a slasher. He's an inconsistent shooter, but plays pretty hard. He's improved his consistency defensively, which is probably the thing that will keep him around the league, considering how inconsistent he is offensively. Tyrese Jones, at one point, it was rumored the Knicks really interested in Tyrese Jones. Never eventually picked him up. He's available. Karis LeVert, an explosive, inconsistent sixth man off the bench. Are you guys interested in Karis LeVert? He's making $16 million this year. Hard to think that will be matched, but maybe. Inconsistent with his jumper, which hurts his impact. Yeah. Clint Capella's a free agent. I don't know if the Knicks are super interested in Clint Capella. Mo Wagner, he has a team option, though. I'd assume he'd want to stay alongside his brother, Franz Wagner, in Orlando as long as possible. Malik Beasley, a free agent. After coming off a career year, he's going to get paid this offseason and most likely be paid by Detroit. I think they would be silly to let him go. Dorian Finney-Smith has a player option. I assume he's going to want to stay by his buddy Luka in LA. Keon Ellis, he has a team option as well, but considering it's only for about $2 million, I'm going to assume he's going to opt out and re-sign. I don't know why the Kings would just simply let him go. I don't know if the Knicks would be able to outbid anybody because I think he will get paid. Keon Ellis, one of the most underrated role players in the league. Astra Cow, what's up, Astra? Rob said no LeVert. Yes to Kelly and Brooke. Yeah, there's some interesting role player free agents out there for the Knicks to go after. Keon Ellis is probably my favorite guy we've named on the list so far. But again, he's going to get paid. He's going to get paid a little bit. Are the Knicks going to be able to afford him, considering how strapped they are to how close they are to that second apron? Keenan Hart said, Oubre, we could all tell him where to go, fake getting mugged around here when he needs to pull that crap again. Yeah. He can be a little eccentric with his personality. He can be. Chris Middleton has a player option. He's going to pick up that player option. Over $30 million, he's going to pick up that player option. Unless he's bought out. But Chris Middleton, with all the injuries, I'm not sure he's the kind of player the Knicks are going to want to be reliant upon. D'Angelo Russell is going to be a free agent. Interesting. Off the bench for the Knicks? I don't know. Russell Westbrook, who kind of rejuvenated his career in Denver alongside Jokic. Not sure he'd fit the Knicks, but interesting name. Luke Kennard. Now we're going to start getting to some guys like Dennis Schroeder. Yabusele. I really like Yabusele. I've really liked Yabusele for a while. Happy he's back in the NBA. He's a free agent. He signed a one-year deal with Philly. Having a really impressive year, not 40% from three. He's been really good. Is he going to want to stay in Philly? I'm sure he's going to be courted by a bunch of other teams. Again, kind of a situation where I think he's going to get paid in the offseason, and we'll see if the Knicks are going to be able to afford him. Kay Hazy said, we would need a contract comparable to Precious. Yeah. Keenan Hart said, very cool name, Gershon Yabusele. And I love his nickname, too. His nickname is the Dancing Bear, which is kind of fire. Kind of a fire nickname. The Dancing Bear is great. Gershon Yabusele is a great name. Chris Paul's a free agent. I don't know about that. Gary Trent Jr., decent role player. I think he's kind of the guy you can go out if all else fails. Go out and get Gary Trent Jr. Can spread the floor, plays hard defensively, is better than Shamit. So, Gary Trent Jr., interesting name to keep an eye on as well. Ty Jerome, he's going to get paid. He's in the running for Sixth Man of the Year with the way he's played with Cleveland so far in the second half of the season. He's been fantastic, averaging 11.2 points per game. He's been great for them. 43% from three-point range. Tim Hardaway Jr. Do we bring Tim Hardaway Jr. back for a third stint with the Knicks? Is that what we're looking at right now? Keenan Hart said, yeah, I got some confidence in Leon. I think he's going to work some magic this offseason. A lot of these guys knowing, like, oh, well, they've got the starting lineup pretty set. If I can come in and kind of fill in some of the holes and be better than Shamit, be better than Campaign, fill in those spots, be better than Precious Achiuwa. I think they could see the opportunity of like, oh, well, I can go there and win. And I think that, that means a lot to players. Daniel Manbound said, want to do the TV show list. I can do the TV show list real quick before we get back. We're going to finish this list. We'll go around the league real quick, and then we'll hit it off. Remind me, Daniel. Remind me. Remind me in like 2 or 3 minutes. Rob said, Gary Trent Jr. would be great for us, and he's cheap. Yes, that is why I bring his name up. Keenan Hart said, Ty Jerome is fire, but he's going to get way more money. He is. Chris said, can't see Philly letting Oubre go, but it would be awesome pickup. I could see them letting Oubre go. Not necessarily letting him go, but I could see Oubre being like, Philly is fun, but time to move on. I mean, Philly seems like a dumpster fire right now with the injury news about Joel Embiid and the how Paul George has played so far. He may be like, hey, Philly was fun, but let me go to New York now. I could see that happening. Patrick said, we need some height and wingspan. They do. Justice's dad said, I saw Tim Hardaway on the list and thought number 3 also. Yeah. Third time's the charm, though. Justice's dad. Chris said, who do you recommend Knicks going after? So far, my favorite names on the list, Gary Trent Jr. is one of them. Gershon Yabusele is another. I don't know if they can even get these guys, but I love these guys, and I do think they're an actual target for the Knicks. Yabusele, Trent Jr., and Keon Ellis are my favorite names on the list. Some of those guys are going to get paid. And I don't know if they're going to be available. Are we back to the game already? Is that how fast halftime was? Oh my goodness, that's how fast halftime was. We're going to get to your question, Daniel. Best believe we'll get to it. Daniel has been asking me about my favorite TV shows, so I will give out the list when we have the next dead ball. But here we go. Brunson has it up top, coming to his right, steps back on Maxey, pull up three to start the half. Can't get it to go. Huck Porty fighting on the glass, ends up fouling Oubre. Hart said, yeah, Philly wanted to get out of town quick. I feel like halftime's usually like 10 minutes, and I end up filibustering forever. Sometimes I'm like looking like, oh, when's halftime going to be over? That was too fast. That was way too fast. Paul George up top, hands it off to Oubre, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey up top, coming to his left off the screen. Anunoby chasing him, steps back, crosses over to his right, swings it out to Paul George. Paul George dancing with it against Bridges. Crossing over to his left, step back, fall away along two over Bridges, splashes it nothing but net for Paul George. I like that Anunoby and Mikal Bridges have switched off assignments right now, unless that was just them mismatching there. But to start the game, Bridges was on Maxey and Anunoby was on Paul George, and they just switched it. Anunoby's on Maxey and Bridges is on Paul George. Anunoby out of the right corner for three, comes up short. Maxey gets the rebound, gets a running start. Now he's going to slow it down a little bit, wait for his teammates to catch up. Has it up top, coming to his left off the screen. Bridges chasing him, gets it over to Oubre. They swing it over to Grimes. And it was a mismatch because now Mikal Bridges back on Maxey. Now they get it over to Drummond. Over the top pass to Oubre, who misses the layup but gets fouled by Brunson. He's going to the foul line with 2 free throws. Justice's dad said, Sheffy has time to watch TV. I don't believe it. I don't have time to watch television, actually. My favorite TV shows are all really old television shows. So, when I give you the list, you're going to be like, really? Those shows? Because I also really like bad television. You know? You're not going to see a whole lot of premier TV on my list of favorite TV shows. Hart said, Oubre and Ty Jerome's going to get money, but obviously get them if they fit under the cap. Yeah. I don't think Ty Jerome is even. I think Cleveland is going to shell out a bunch of money to keep Ty Jerome there. He's fantastic for them. As Philly knocks down both of the free throws. Paul George almost comes up with the steal. He does come up with the steal. And now here comes Paul George bringing it down. He's starting to wreak some havoc here. Hit ahead to Grimes. Grimes attacking Huck Porty off the bounce. And Huck Porty comes up with the chase down block on Grimes after getting blown by. Here comes Mikal Bridges bringing it down on the left wing. Gets it over to Anunoby in the corner. Pump fakes, blown by Drummond. Down the lane, leaves it off. Josh Hart, righty layup. Beautiful ball movement and cutting from the Knicks. Ends up with their first basket after halftime. Back to a 14-point lead. Let's continue to build the lead. Let's not get it back to single digits, y'all. Let's not make it a game. Oubre crossing over, driving down the lane, knocked out of his hands, still loose. Knocked out of his hands again by Huck Porty, and it's out of bounds. Off of the Knicks. 10 minutes to go. Hart said, agree. Ty Jerome's never going to see the light of day as Quentin Grimes off the inbounds quick catch, fire, and shoot for Quentin Grimes knocks down the three. And just like that, it's an 11-point game. Come on, Knicks. Let's not make this interesting. Let's not make this interesting. That's not what we want to do here. Brunson gets it over to Huck Porty. Has it up top, hands it off to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Maxey. Coming to his right off the Huck Porty screen. Driving it down. Stops. Spins in the lane. Gets it out to Josh Hart, being guarded by Paul George. Hands it off to Bridges. Shot clock winding down. Got to make something happen, Mikal. One-on-one against Paul George. Stopping. Falling away jumper in the mid-range. In and out. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. And Huck Porty able to tip it up and in over the outstretched hands of Andre Drummond. Way to fight on the glass, Huck Porty. We talked about him not having any rebounds. There he is with, I think, his first rebound of the game. Maxey swings it over to Paul George. They go under the screen. Paul George a three. Rattles it in. Here comes Paul George waking up here. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Brunson bringing it down, coming to his left, behind the back, coming to his right, dancing around the Huck Porty screen, and they call a moving screen on Huck Porty. Come on, Huck. Come on, Huck. Just as Dad said, Huck has 2. Both of them coming in this third quarter. Oubre bringing it, not Oubre, Maxey bringing it down, Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Good to now defense from Achua. They swing it over to Paul George, gets it over to Grimes. Grimes going to pull it back out, being guarded by Josh Hart. Grimes on the left wing. Gets it over to Oubre. Oubre being guarded by Brunson. He does a good job pushing him out to the three-point line. Oubre leans in. Brunson hits the floor. Oubre follow-away jumper. Can't get it to go. Bridges and Achua come over to fight for the rebound, keeping it away from Drummond. Josh Hart bringing it down. Gets caught in the air. Leaves it off. Bridges, a little pull-up jumper in the paint. Gets it to go. Josh Hart making something out of nothing. Almost turned it over again. And Huck Porty getting his left knee worked on. Not great. Not great to see. Maxey driving it down. Long floater over Josh Hart. Bouncing off the side of the rim. Can't get it to stay. Long rebound. Brunson able to rip it away and gets fouled in the backcourt by Drummond. Chris said Huck just needs playing time. He does. He needs the experience. He needs the playing time. I think he's a future rotation piece for sure. Future rotation piece for sure. Just as his dad said, Hart with 10 rebounds. Yes, Hart doing Josh Hart things out there. Every time is a beautiful sight to behold. It's such a luxury to have Josh Hart out there. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Knicks with a 12-point lead. Brunson has it up top, gets it over to Achua. Achua brings it out to the three-point line, now crossing over to his right on Drummond. In the paint, gets it knocked out of his hands, and we're doing way too much ball handling from our non-ball handlers. Bridges and Oubre fighting with it. Oubre able to win out and gets it out to Maxey. Maxey shoves it over to Grimes. And the Knicks do a good job getting back on defense. Maxey has to reset out up top. Swings it over to Paul George being guarded by Brunson. Paul George looking to dance. Has it in the post against Brunson, backing him down, leans in, foul line, follow-away jumper, gets it to go. And Paul George has come out doing Paul George things. Resurrected a little bit here. Back to a 10-point game. Chi-Chi, what's up, Chi-Chi? Keenan Hart said, Chi-Chi said, sorry guys, this win won't convince me at all. Keenan Hart said, yes, Chi-Chi. We all know this doesn't mean much. Yeah, I mean, you just got to beat the teams in front of you. I mean, what do you want them to do? Lose the game? This is not a statement game whatsoever. But you do got to play the teams in front of you, and you got to pick up the victory, right? Philly's making it a little interesting. Paul George has come out firing. Okay, showing a little fight. It's fine. Professional basketball players, they got some pride. Just don't let this get super close and make this a competitive game in the fourth quarter. That's all I'm asking. I have not had any water tonight. Right? I end the stream asking you guys, reminding you guys to stay hydrated, and I'm doing a bad job of doing that. Stay hydrated, y'all. John Mosgrove, what's up, John? All right, before we get back, my favorite television shows of all time. Real quick, where is it? If you guys don't know, I suggest you do this as well. I keep a list in my notes app on my phone of my favorite things, right? So on the list is like favorite video games, favorite movies, favorite comics, favorite TV shows. I would highly suggest you do this because oftentimes when people ask me what are my favorite this, I always forget, like, my mind goes blank, and I'm like, I've never watched a television show in my life. I have no idea what to say. So I keep a list now, and so I can remember. All right, so let's get, like, a very plain one. Breaking Bad. It's a great show. We all have seen it. Here's the thing. I've never seen The Wire, never seen Game of Thrones, never seen The Sopranos. All three of those guys are considered, like, some of the greatest shows of all time. Never seen them, so I can't have them on the list. But I have seen Breaking Bad, which is also, brought up in discussions of greatest shows of all time. So Breaking Bad makes my list. One of my favorite shows I've ever seen. It's great. Here's one. Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you guys have seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, it would also be on your list. Fun fact about Avatar: The Last Airbender. It is a cartoon. It is a children's show. But it was ranked at one point, it was ranked the 11th greatest show of all time by, I believe it was IMDb, came out with a list of the 100 greatest shows of all time. And Avatar: The Last Airbender was ranked 11th. It is a phenomenal show. It is a phenomenal show. Highly recommended for all ages. Christopher said, love all the Knicks attire. Yes, we're fully Knicksed out today. No Knicks sweats. I do have the Knicks sweats. They were dirty. I was not going to put on the dirty sweats. But we do got the Knicks jacket. Old school. This was the regular attire all of pretty much last year. But until the Knicks prove it to us, we're going to retire some of the crazier outfits, save them for the playoff run. We're going to be a little bit more chill for the end of the year because they've been a little disappointing. We'll go back to the list after the next break. Brunson has it up top, inside to Achua. Achua pulling it back out. Come on, Achua. We got to get it over to Anunoby. Back out to Achua. Achua over to Brunson. Brunson, a one dribble pull up three straight away. Knocks it down. My goodness, tough shot from JB. Back to 13, 70-57. 7 minutes to go. Approaching the halfway point here. Maxey has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Maxey calling out a play. Calling out a screen. Coming to his left. Bridges stays on him. They get it over to Grimes, and some miscommunication from the Knicks ends up with a Grimes wide open straightaway three, but he misses it. Josh Hart tries to get the hit-ahead pass to pressure the Chua, and yet another turnover from Josh Hart on a really silly pass attempt. Oubre down the lane, flips it up with the right hand, blows the layup. Anunoby, good job not fouling. Josh Hart bringing it down. Gets it over to Oubre, down the lane, Euro-stepping, leaves it off. Achua flips it up, gets it to go down. Beautiful passing from the Knicks, and Anunoby has made some impressive passes tonight. And the Knicks, just like that, back up by 15. Nice to see it. Paul George up top, dancing with it against Anunoby. Coming to his right, Josh Hart switches onto him. Step back three for Paul George. He's been feeling it, and he continues to feel it as he knocks down the step back three over the outstretched hands of Josh Hart. Mikal Bridges hit ahead to Josh Hart. Has it in the left corner, up top to Achua. Achua hands it off to Brunson, being chased by Maxey, coming to his left off the screen, creating a little bit of space. Stop, fall away, foul line jumper, high arcing, way off. Fight for the rebound, Achua knocks it loose, but Oubre picks it up. Here comes Maxey, bringing it down. Quick hit ahead in the corner to Grimes. Grimes being guarded by Anunoby. Leans in, kicks it out, Oubre, extra pass, Paul George, right corner, catches, pump fake, sidestep. Three, comes up short, can't get it to go. Andre Drummond with the offensive rebound, but ripped out of his hands by Anunoby. Bridges picks it up. Josh Hart bringing it down. It's a 4-on-3 over to Bridges. Left wing three in transition. Mikal Bridges with the three in transition. Another nice pass from Josh Hart pushing the pace. Gets the 3 points right back to a 15-point lead. Under 6 minutes to go, by the way. We're past the halfway point. Maxey crosses over to his left. Euro steps down the lane, draws the foul on Achua, and one floater for Maxey. Keenan said the Trautwig pass. Yes, Al Trautwig. I gave a quick little tidbit on Al Trautwig before the game started. Shout out Al Trautwig, R.I.P. to one of the greatest to ever do it. The voice of my childhood for the Knicks, right? Every time I see that Knicks intro, I think of his voice and the way he used to introduce the Knicks that night. Love Al Trautwig. Miss him dearly. Maxey converts the three-point play, knocking down the free throw. Josh Hart bringing it down. He has it up top. Being guarded by Paul George. Gets it over to Achua. Achua fakes the handoff. Achua dancing with it, attacking a Dembona off the bounce. Leans in, draws the foul. Can't get the floater to go, but Achua will go to the foul line for 2 free throws. With 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Justice says that's at South Park on the list. Not for me. Haven't watched too much of South Park. Obviously, I've seen it here and there, but... Achua misses yet another free throw. Come on, Precious. Come on. Come on. Achua with one more coming. Keenan Hart said real old timers were people like Marty Glickman, Marv Albert, and Jim Carvelis. Yeah. Well before my time. Y'all old out there. Achua does knock down the second free throw. Anunoby jumps the passing lane. Paul George able to recover it, though. Paul George up top. Josh Hart switches onto him, coming to his left off a double screen. Driving along the baseline, loses the handle, out of bounds, knocked out by Achua. 7 on the shot clock for them. Justice's dad says 76ers are bad. They are bad, man. They are bad. They've lost 8 straight games. And in those in those games included losses to Chicago and to Brooklyn twice. Brooklyn is now ahead of them in the standings. Paul George inside, terrible pass. Brunson picks it off. Home run pass to Anunoby. He's going to go. No, he fumbles it. He picks it back up, though. Gets it and one. OG, okay. Making some magic happen. Fumbled the home run pass. No assist for Brunson, but he's able to recover it and lay it up and in with the foul call, though. Thought it was going to end in misery, but OG, able to make some magic happen. Just as his dad said, it's like the Wizards bad now. Yeah, it's getting to that point, which is crazy when you got Tyrese Maxey and Paul George still out there. Anunoby converts the three-point play, getting the free throw to go. Back up by 16 are the New York Knicks. Maxey up top, hands it off to Oubre. Oubre hands it off to who's that? Justin Edwards to the backside of Maxey. Well contested. Three guys come flying in. Maxey misses the layup. He's looking for a foul call. Either way, Adembona ends up with the offensive rebound and put back. Brunson on the right wing being guarded by Paul George. Coming to his left, driving it down through the lane, gets tripped up. And they do call the foul. Thought they were going to call the travel, but they do call the foul. Just as his dad said, three guys went to block Maxey and forgot to rebound. They didn't forget the rebound. When you go for a block shot, you're just way out of positioning at that point. Just way out of position on that point. And three guys going for a block shot is just miscommunication, right? It's usually like Achua should go for the block shot and everybody else like, all right, Achua's going for the block shot. Let me get in position and rebound. And then Achua trying to attack off the bounce, turns it over. Maxey's going to go all the way and throw it down. Too much ball handling for Precious Achiuwa tonight. This is the thing that pisses me off. And the Knicks getting sloppy with it now. Josh Hart able to pick it up. Tries to force it inside the Anunoby. Another turnover. And now here comes Maxey. Shoves it over to Oubre. Oubre kicks it out to Paul George. Paul George was out of bounds when he caught it. And the Knicks catch a break there. Knicks catch a break. Peter Merritt. What's up, Pete? Just as dad said, Hart has 5 turnovers. Doesn't he have 6? Wasn't that his 6th turnover there? Brunson coming to his right. Crosses over to his left, down the lane, flips it up at the basket, gets the lefty layup to go for JB. Over the outstretched hands of the rookie Adembona, trying to come up with a block shot. Had a block on Brunson earlier in the game. Brunson threw it up high, making sure not to get him that time. Maxey coming to his left. Bridges stays with him, gets it over to Bona. Bona trying to get it over to Paul George. Good denial defense from Anunoby. Great denial defense from Anunoby. Knocked out of his hands by Achiuwa. It'll remain with the 76ers. Grimes checking in for Oubre and McBride checking in for who? Bridges, I assume. McBride checking in for somebody. For Josh Hart, who's going to go back to the locker room. Cross-court pass inbounds from Paul George. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey gets fouled. And one over Bridges. Knocks down a tough floater off glass by Maxey. All right. 12-point game. Maxey at the foul line for one more. Chris said, poor Nick Nurse, does he know what he got into? No, he does not. Just as his dad said, would have 100 if the turnovers were manageable. A lot of Josh Hart. Some of Precious Achiuwa as well. Maxey knocks down his and one free throw, knocking it back to 11. The Knicks have maintained a double-digit lead majority of the game, but Philly doing a good job not allowing the Knicks to blow it open, and the Knicks are doing a pretty bad job of turning it over and giving them opportunities to remain in the game. Brunson down the lane, over to Achiuwa, turns in the paint, blows the layup. Precious Achiuwa just rushing it. You had McBride wide open in the corner, rushed the floater, couldn't get his own offensive rebound, and now here comes Maxey up top. Being guarded by McBride, coming to his left off the screen, driving it down against Achiuwa, high off glass, can't get it to go. Great effort from Precious Achiuwa, not the foul as well, and then out of bounds off the Knicks as they couldn't corral the rebound. It's going to remain with Philly. Just as his dad said, Tibbs is about to freak out. Keenar said, see, that's the thing, turnovers are worse than assists are good. We should promote turnovers to a main stat in steals. Steals are way good. Yes. Yes. And Detroit is beating down on Boston right now, by the way. 98 to 81, 17-point lead in the fourth quarter for Detroit. Trailblazers, Wizards playing a close game. Thunder down by 15 to the Nets. It's just opposite day today. It's opposite day. The Thunder are down by 15 to the Brooklyn Nets, y'all. Okay. Okay. It's opposite day. It's opposite. 76 first half points for the Brooklyn Nets. It is opposite day here today. SGA's playing, Hartstein's playing, J-Dub's playing, Holmgren's playing, Lou Dort is playing. Okay, Caruso's playing. Aaron Wiggins is playing. He's got 15 points off the bench. Case and Wallace is playing. They have like their full rotation of players. Are they missing anybody? Are we missing anybody here? I don't think so. Everybody's playing. SGA 6 for 7. Lou Dort's 1 for 7. I mean, they scored 61 first half points, which usually is good. The defense has been horrendous tonight. How? Who's killing? Keon Johnson and Cameron Johnson, the Johnson boys. Day'Ron Sharp with 18 points. Okay, Day'Ron Sharp killing him in the paint. Cool. Killian Hayes, 8 points, 6 assists, only 1 turnover. Welcome back to the league, Killian Hayes. No idea what's going on in this game. No idea. I expect the Thunder to make a comeback in the second half and win it. That's what I expect. But you never know. You never know. A 19-point lead for the Pistons. Tatum's going off. He's got 27, 10 for 18 from the floor. He's knocked down 4 threes. Other than that, Drew Holiday's been terrible. Derek White doing his thing. Porzingis, 4 for 11 isn't great. Horford's giving them not a whole lot, 2 for 7 from 3. 15 on the bench for Peyton Pritchard. Seems like they should be in it, but the defense has been horrendous from them. Cade Cunningham with 17 and 10. Only 3 rebounds, but 17 and 10. 24 off the bench for Beasley. I mean, he's got to be in the conversation for 6th man of the year. I don't know if he's going to win it, but he's got to be in the conversation. My goodness. It's not even like they're having too crazy of a game, right? Duran with 13 and 11 himself. Harris with 14. Harris is playing well for them. Detroit, man. Detroit. We've been talking about it all year, man. Keenan Hart said, no way, Killian Hayes. Yeah, the Brooklyn Nets signed Killian Hayes the other day. And I think this is like his 3rd game with them. He's been playing well, too. He's been playing well. Here we go. We're back into it. Paul George to the basket. Gets blocked by Precious Achiuwa. That wasn't Paul George. That was Justin Edwards, by the way. But comes up with the block. Anunoby gets it over to Achiuwa, who was not expecting the pass. 2:30 to go. Achiuwa hands it off to McBride. McBride has it up top. Crossing over to his left off the Achiuwa screen. Driving it down. Mid-range full of jumper for Deuce McBride again. And another basket for Deuce McBride out of the mid-range. I like Deuce McBride. Taking him off the bounce. Getting to that mid-range shot. If you can knock it down with confidence, then knock it down with confidence. Maxey to the basket. Gets the layup to go over Precious Achiuwa there. Nice finish for Maxey. Mikal Bridges will bring it down. Chris said, Pistons thumping the Celtics. Anything goes, apparently. Yeah, I mean, look, when the Brunson, a mid-range jumper, can't get it to go. Quentin Grimes with the rebound, he's bringing it down. I'll talk about why I think the Pistons are smacking up Boston right now. I mean, outside of that missing Jaylen Brown, which is a huge part of the team. Maxey coming to his right off the bonus screen, attacking Achiuwa off the bounce, gets caught in the basket, kicks it out. Lonnie Walker, left corner 3, can't get it to go. Good box out and rebound from Precious Achiuwa, and Brunson will bring it down. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Lonnie Walker. In the corner to McBride, catches, pump fakes. Ooh, McBride between the legs, pulling it back out. He's going to pull it all the way up top, gets it over to Achiuwa. Achiuwa back to Anunoby. Anunoby on the left wing, jab step. Driving to his left, spinning to his right. Has it in the post, backing him down, spins, step back, foul line, fall away jumper. Comes up short. Achiuwa battling for the rebound, but he can't grab it. Lonnie Walker bringing it down, an 11-point game, 83-72. Lonnie Walker on the left wing, up top to Maxey. Maxey calling out a play, directing traffic, has it up top. Brunson switches onto him. Maxey's going to look to attack one-on-one, steps back, swings it over to Grimes. Grimes back to Maxey. Maxey catches, pump fake, driving it down, goes right into McBride, and they call the foul, sending Maxey to the foul line for 2 free throws where he can cut the lead to single digits for the first time in this half with 42 seconds to go. Okay, Hazy said, I like the defense rotation at least. When McBride's in there, the rotations are on point. Rotations are usually on point when McBride's in there. Maxey knocks down the first one. Mike said, why in the world can't we beat the Celtics? Here's the reason, Mike. Here's the reason. Because when the Knicks and the Celtics match up, the Celtics see them as a challenger, as a legit challenger. And so they are locked and loaded, ready to go. Like, oh, we're taking this game as if it's a playoff game. Like, we're not, no mercy, right? When they match up with a team like the Detroit Pistons, it's like, yeah, we got to play hard to beat the Pistons. But, you know, like, they're not really going to challenge us for the championship this year. And so, you know, they can play on their back foot a little bit and then get caught ball watching and, you know, end up in a big deficit. No Jaylen Brown tonight also plays a factor in that, but Detroit taking advantage of the fact that Boston probably looking a little bit past ahead Detroit thinking, oh, well, we can come in here and probably just beat them, you know? It's a 9-point game after Maxey knocked down both of his free throws, and then Brunson misses the floater, and Maxey has it up top being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left, dancing with it, crosses over to his right, between the legs, step back three over Bridges, in rhythm, comes up short. Shaman with the rebound, he chucks it up from 3/4 court, comes up short, and that's going to be the end of the quarter. Lead has been trimmed down to 9, single digits, not great, don't like to see it, but we've got a fourth quarter to go. We got a whole fourth quarter to go. I don't like that Tom Thibodeau likes to play these guys for whole quarters. Like, why did Bridges and Brunson play the whole third quarter there when just for the lead to be trimmed down to 9? The rotations for Tom Thibodeau continues to give me agita, but here we go. Fourth quarter, here we go. Ken Hart said, Knicks can't stop the three-point line. Celtics, massive three-point shooting team, duh. Yeah, I mean, right? Very, very simplification of it, sure, but there's a lot of intricate details that go into the reason why the Celtics tend to dominate that Knicks matchup. I mean, if you follow the Celtics and how Joe Mazzulla kind of describes that team, their offense, he kind of describes it as a killer whale offense, where we're going to attack your weakest defenders over and over and over and over again. And the Knicks have 2 weak defenders in their starting lineup between Brunson and Towns. Brunson, in my opinion, over the last 2 games that they played the Celtics, has like put his big boy pants up and said, all right, I'm guarding, right? I'm playing hard. And I think he's held his own for the most part defensively, while Karl-Anthony Towns has really struggled and has done the exact opposite, has gotten absolutely exploited in those games, right? Ping and pops, rolls to the basket. He's been taken out offensively. He's had almost no impact. That's not true. Not no impact. He's had limited impact in those games completely. And, you know, it gives the Celtics multiple avenues to attack the Knicks defensively. Daniel Tilson, what's up, Daniel? All right, let me finish this TV list, by the way. Let me finish my favorite TV shows list. We said Breaking Bad. We said Avatar: The Last Airbender. BoJack Horseman is probably my favorite television show I've ever seen. BoJack Horseman's a TV show that I go back to constantly. I really love that show. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It's an adult cartoon. It is a wacky, wacky world. It's not going to be for everybody. I know a lot of people are not going to be able to get into it, but trust the process with that show. Trust the process with that show. It says some very grown-up things, right? In terms of my favorite sitcoms, I love sitcoms. I love bad, silly television. I love sitcoms. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is one of the greatest sitcoms of all time, makes my list. A Different World, one of the most underrated sitcoms of all time, also makes my list. New Girl, a modern-day sitcom that makes my list. As far as bad television shows that I really like Arrow and I really like Gotham. Two like superhero television shows. They're not good. Gotham is not a good show. it's a Batman show without Batman. It's not a good show. Similarly with Arrow, it's about the Green Arrow superhero. Not a good show. I just really like bad television, though. It's the kind of television show that I can put on in the background while I do things. I just love those shows. I constantly go back and have them on. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. BoJack Horseman, though, is the show that I would highly, highly, highly recommend everybody to watch. Highly recommend. Keenan Hart said, BoJack was on my list, never got around to it. My favorite show of all time. It's just a show that, I really identify with. A lot of the things that's talked about in that show, I really, really like. But let's get back to the game. My bad. I derailed the conversation too much. Paul George misses his first shot of the quarter. Josh Hart with the rebound. Campaign has it up top. Coming to his right, off the hug 40 screen. Campaign up top, dancing with it against Edwards, driving it down. Tough floater, can't get it to go. Josh Hart comes flying in for the offensive rebound, goes up, gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws as he missed the putback. But 2 free throw opportunities coming. Justice's dad said Shaedon Sharp's dunk on the Wizards highlights are crazy. Gonna have to watch them after the stream. AP said, I used to watch The Greatest American Hero, Knight Rider, The A-Team, The Bionic Woman. I love old television shows. Right now, I'm watching at night, every night I put on to fall asleep to, the 1990s Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman show. I don't know why, but I really like the show. I think it's silly and it's old, but I really like it. I think it's charming. I think it's a charming show. Josh Hart finally hits a free throw, missed the first one. Finally hits the second one. I believe he's 1 for 4 from the foul line now? 1 for 5? Maxey down the lane, flips it up at the basket, can't get the layup to go, but he does get fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 more free throws. Maxey waking up, giving me flashbacks and nightmares to the playoff series last year. Keenan Hart said Terry Hatcher was always hot. Justice's dad said Lois and Clark was huge in the 90s. It was. Kind of a forgotten show. But I'm really enjoying it. It's really fun. Like I said, it's a charming show. It might make my list. We'll see how the season's pan out. I'm literally only 10 episodes in or something, but. Mark said, wake the F up, Knicks. Knicks need to wake up. You're right. Maxey knocks down both of his free throws, cutting it to an 8-point game. Here we go. Come on, Knicks. Hug 40 has it up top. Fakes the hand off the Payne. Fakes the hand off the Hart. No, gets it over to Hart. Hart driving it down now. Struggles with the dribble, gets it out to Anunoby. He catches, he pump fakes, blows by the defense. Foul line, fall away jumper. Comes up short, long rebound. Drummond rips it down. Hit ahead to Paul George. Philly running on the Knicks right now. Euro stepping down the lane, goes up. Off glass, gets it to go for PG. 6-point game. Now it's a basketball game, y'all. Now it's a basketball game here in the third quarter, and this is what we didn't want. And Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. The Knicks call a timeout. Oh, here we go. Just when we thought we could have some fun, talk about some television shows we like. Here goes the Knicks, making it a basketball game. We got to lock back in, y'all. We got to lock back in now. Angela Harding said, come on, Knicks, they're getting way too close. Step up and fast. Yeah, we got, 10 minutes to go, 10 and a half minutes to go here in the quarter. Step up, Knicks. Come on. Don't make this a very disappointing night. Don't make this a close game. Last thing I want to watch tonight is you play a close game against Philly. Mark said they lose this one and the sky's falling in New York. Yeah, best believe you will hear the angry voices come out in full force. They've been out pretty aggressively the last couple of days. They had 2 days off in between the Boston game and today, obviously. So they've been out pretty aggressively those last couple of days. I mean, Tom Thibodeau's head is being called for in the streets of New York right now for his his poor coaching job these last couple of games against these elite teams. And honestly, I would say all season long. I think Tom Thibodeau's had a poor coaching year. I think overall Tom Thibodeau's a really good coach. He has good years and he has bad years. He has mediocre years like anybody else. Tom Thibodeau, I think, overall has a pretty poor coaching season this year. I don't think it's been all bad. He's made some good stuff, done some good things, all of that. It's a difficult year to coach. All the changes last minute. I get it. All the things, all the context around it, I get it. But still, overall, I don't think he's optimizing this team the best way possible. So if they lose tonight, best believe the sky is falling. Tom Thibodeau better get escorted out of the building, man. It may not be safe for him. Let me blow my nose real quick. Why can you still hear me? There we go. Here we go. Just says that said, can be terrible teams would be low. After 2 days off, it would be rough. It would be rough. Justice's dad said Grizz, then Heat next. So 40-20 isn't happening most likely anyway. I mean, the rule about the 40-20 is you have to hit 40 wins before you get to 20 losses. So that's already out of the window. It's already out of the window. They already got 20 losses this season. Keenan Hart said campaign yucking it up with Maxey. Well, they are teammates. I mean, they were teammates going back to last year. Bridges has it up top being guarded by Paul George. Coming to his right. They show two. Paul George comes back to recover. Bridges has it up top. A lot of standing around for the Knicks. Bridges looking to attack now. Getting to the mid-range. Terrible fall-away jumper, but he got it to go over Paul George. A lot of standing around for the Knicks on that possession. But Bridges made something out of nothing. Okay, here we go. Joey Y. What's up, Joey? I think coaching is way overrated in sports. All the supposed greats did it because they had the players. Look what happened to Belichick after Brady left. Yes, it's a combination of having good players, but coaching is... no team has won an NBA championship with a bad coach, right? Maybe an average coach, maybe just an okay coach, but as Huck Porty goes back to the locker room limping, we can't have anything nice in New York, man. Can't have anything nice. Anunoby down the lane. Nice kick out the campaign. Extra pass up top to Josh Hart. Back to Anunoby in the right corner for a three. Can't get it to go. Maxey with the rebound. Here comes Paul George bringing it down. Paul George has it on the right wing, attacking to his left. Tries to get it out. Josh Hart with the steal. Hit ahead to Anunoby. Anunoby's going to bring it down. Don't force it. He's going to Euro step right into Maxey. Creates some space, and he lays it up and in. If Maxey just stood there and fell down, it would have been a charge on Anunoby. But Anunoby able to take the contact and finish through it. Maxey bringing it down against... Bridges pulls it back out. Maxey swings it over to George, catches, pump fakes, driving to his right, back up top to Maxey. He's going to drive it in, kicks it out. Justin Edwards, right corner three, knocks it down over the outstretched hands of Campaign, who tried to get out there and contest it. Justin Edwards knocked it down, though. 7-point game, y'all, 88-81 with 9 minutes to go. They're making it close. Achua has it up top, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges coming to his right off the Achua screen. Driving it down, crosses over to his left, in the lane, scoop layup. Beautiful Gortat screen from Achua down low to fend off Andre Drummond from protecting the basket, and Bridges ends up with a wide open layup out of it. Beautiful offense there from the Knicks. Paul George up top coming to his left off the Drummond screen. Achua switches onto him. Anunoby goes back to recover. Hands it off to Edwards. Edwards catches, pump fake coming to his left. Achua switches onto him in the left corner. Stares him down, shoots the pull-up three, can't get it to go. Josh Hart with the rebound, quick outlet to Anunoby. You're two-stepping down the lane, almost traveled with it, but they call it out of bounds off of Oubre as he knocked it out of his hands, and Anunoby's got his hands on his knees, man. He is struggling. He is heavy breathing. He does not have his lungs into him right now, coming off of obviously the missed 2 weeks with the foot injury. Keenan Hart said, did anyone see the play where Hug got hurt? I don't know if it was a specific play. I didn't see anything. And the broadcast hasn't brought anything up. It just might be something that just started bothering him. I don't know. Maybe he landed a little weird. 8.5 to go, 9-point lead for the Knicks. I don't know what the timeout, Philly, I think, called the timeout. I think they're challenging something, maybe an out of bounds. Challenging the out of bounds call, because they did give the ball back to the Knicks, and it did look like it was out of bounds off of Anunoby. So we'll see. Okay, Hayes, he said OG was struggling at the beginning of the season too. That man needs his basketball conditioning. He does need to ramp back up. I don't know if he was struggling at the beginning of the year. I think that's when he was playing his best basketball. But yeah, he hands on his knees. The play before where the ball was in Bridges' hands, Anunoby was standing in the corner, like hands on his hips, like not even looking to cut. And that's an important part of Anunoby's game. Like he's got to be able to cut and move without the ball and get to open spaces. AJ Hopkins, what's up, AJ? Is Paul George in? Paul George is in the game. We're sitting at a timeout right now. Justice's dad said the simple little drive by McHale was the nicest of the year for him. Yeah. Hart said, or he was struggling after being played 42 minutes a night for a month. Or he's struggling after coming back from the foot injury and being out of shape. You know, like he missed about 2 weeks. You know, couldn't do much because he got to rest the foot. You can't keep up the condition. Daniel Malbons. Daniel, did you miss our discussion about the TV shows? I hope you didn't miss it because you've been the one asking for it. AJ said, what's up? I need PG to be higher than 22.5. He's at 20. Shaking my head. We've got, what, 8.5 minutes to go? You have 22.5, so he needs at least 3 more points. I'd assume he gets that. It's a pretty close game. Just as Daddy took 5 steps. He did take a whole lot of steps to the basket. He did travel with it. I wonder if that's something they can call. A successful challenge. It was last touched by OG Anunoby. Good challenge from Philly. Ball's going to go back to Philadelphia here. David said, what's up with OG? Looks gassed or hurt? I think he's gassed. I'm sure the foot isn't 100% back to being, like, fully healthy, but I think he is really gassed. I think he's exhausted coming back from the injury. Missed a lot of time. Hart said, dang, Patino looks old. He is old. Patino, is he not, like, in his 70s? He dyes that hair black, so we don't look it from afar, but put the camera right up to him. He's 72 years old. 72-year-olds. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? Maxey has it up top. Swings it over to Paul George. Huck Porty, they just announced, is done for the night. Maxey Euro steps down the lane and gets the righty layup to go. Beautiful move from Maxey. Back to a 7-point game. Campaign bringing it down. Payne has it up top. Gets it over to Achua. Achua fakes the handoff. Gets it over to Payne. Payne driving it down. Step back. Fall away. Mid-range jumper. Too long. Can't get it to go. Don't love that shot from Campaign. And just like that, Brunson gets up off the bench. All right, we got to get Campaign out of there. Maxey coming to his left off the Drummond screen, attacking Achua, slips and falls, able to save it out to Edwards, knocked out of bounds though. It's going to remain with 76ers with 10 on their shot clock. Brunson back into the game. Cool. Cool. Karen, the Pistons dominated the Celtics tonight, beat them by 20. Shout out the Pistons. Celtics with a loss. It's always nice to see the Celtics lose. Hattie said, get Shaman off the team. Paul George has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Hands it off to Maxey. Maxey, a fall-away pull-up 3 off the handoff. Comes up short. Maxey has not hit a 3-point shot tonight. What is he now, 0 for 7? Mikal Bridges bringing it down, gets it over to Josh Hart, back to Bridges, coming to his left, off the Josh Hart handoff, steps back at the foul line, driving it down, fall-away jumper over, oh my goodness, Josh Hart rips a rebound over Andre Drummond, shoves it over to Anunoby, goes up, gets fouled, and I like Anunoby going up strong with two hands, trying to throw it down. He got fouled by Oubre, though. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. AJ said, no, we need Paul to get these points. I'm sure they'll put the ball in his hands at some point to get a basket. He needs at least 3 points, right? 22.5 is the number you had? Anunoby knocks down both of his free throws. Thank you, OG, for knocking down your free throws. 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Knicks with a 9-point lead. Paul George bringing it down. Has it on the left wing, being guarded by Anunoby. Gets it over to Oubre up top. Oubre coming to his right, off the Drummond screen, driving it down against Josh Hart. Fall away baseline jumper, gets it to go. Nice shot from Oubre. Tough, off balance, falling out of bounds along the baseline. Got it to go, but good defense from the Knicks. Just a better offensive move from Oubre there. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Edwards. Coming to his right off the higher Chua screen, hits it over to Anunoby, catches, steps to his left, puts up the three. Anunoby off the back rim, can't get it to go. Chua knocks it loose. Brunson able to pick it up, catches and pump fakes. Ooh, steps back on Paul George as he stumbles. In and out dribble, driving it down, flips it over the basket. Oh, JB added to the highlight reel. Oh, with the jab step against PG stumbling, and Philly trying to push it the other way, get the points right back, and they do a 3-point shot from Justin Edwards from the left wing. They immediately push it and get the 3 points right back. I can't even celebrate because they got that basket so fast. DJ Punchy, what's up, DJ? Brunson up top, spinning, coming to his left. Now crossing over back to his right off the high Chua screen. Picks up his dribble, gets it over to Bridges. Bridges back to Brunson. Catches, pump fakes, driving it down in the mid-range. Tries to shovel it down low to Bridges. Should have been a kick ball. No foul, no violation called. Paul George bringing it down the other way. A pull-up three for Paul George. Comes up short. Anunoby with the rebound. And Brunson will bring it down. Brunson has it on the right wing. Being guarded and picked up by Oubre. Calling for a screen from Anunoby. Picks his dribble up, kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges gets it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart hits Anunoby, comes to the basket, and Anunoby loses it out of bounds. 5:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ball going back to Philly. It is a 6-point game. Just as Dad said, I saw that three come right back to spoil JB's masterpiece. Yeah, I couldn't even celebrate it. And we're at a timeout now. Mike Mode said, what is it with Tibbs? This Hart and Precious lineup, what the hell? Where the hell is Deuce? Without Precious out there, they just go really, really small. Yeah, I get it. Maybe they just go small and they just focus on boxing out Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond, can be a scary offensive rebounder. I get where you're coming from. Josh Hart and Precious Achiuwa is a rough tandem to have out there at the same exact time. Mike, but he's got no Towns tonight. Hug Porty is no longer available, so the only big he has available to him right now is Precious Achiuwa. Kay Hayes, he said OG needs to practice whatever kind of dribbling routine Jaylen Brown does. Yeah, OG, not the greatest of handles. Definitely fumbles the ball every now and again. It's not great, but I think it's also got to get back into the routine of things. Rasheen Banks, what's up, Rasheen? Need to get Dante back next year. It would be nice. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Tyrese Maxey bringing it down. It's a 6-point game, 5:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ended up being a closer game than we wanted it to. Paul George coming to his right off the Drummond screen, driving it down, throws the lob to Drummond, and he throws it. You could see it coming almost the whole way. Drummond rolling down the middle of the lane. The Knicks playing catch up there. Should have just switched it. Anunoby should have just came down the guard Drummond. Should have just switched it. Now it's a 4-point game, 2-possession game. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. 90 to 94. A little over 5 minutes to go. Brunson coming to his left, gets fouled by Maxey. Rasheen said need a better bench for sure. For sure. Absolutely. Need more options off the bench. They get it in the Bridges. Bridges going along the baseline. Shoves it over to Josh Hart. Down the lane. Takes the contact. Gets the layup to go. Big shot from Josh Hart. Maxey bringing it down. Back to a 6-point lead for the Knicks. Maxey hands it off to Edwards. Edwards being guarded by Brunson. Coming to his left. Gets it over to Paul George up top. Paul George dancing around the Drummond screen. Coming to his left. Wide open lane down the middle. Ooh, nice layup from Paul George. Anunoby came over to protect the basket, but Paul George got it. And then Josh Hart immediately turns it over. What is that, his 7th turnover? Paul George, left corner 3 over Achua. Got it to go. And it's a 1-point game. 5 straight points for Paul George. And there it is. A.J. Hopkins, there it is, brother. There it is. Your Paul George came through. Paul George points came through. And Josh Hart, man, for all the awesome things he has done so far tonight, all of the awesome things he's done so far tonight, Josh Hart right now is sitting with 7 turnovers, guys. 7 turnovers. Just his dad said Hart turnover is going to give Tibbs a heart attack. Very sloppy with the ball tonight, man. Excruciatingly sloppy with the ball tonight. Paul George, though, not far behind with 6 turnovers himself. But, man. AJ said, we won that one on this channel, so it might be my good luck. Appreciate you, AJ. Always welcome, my man. David said, we're about to lose this. Hey, look, man. In a close game, I got trust and belief in Jalen Brunson coming through, Captain Clutch. So we'll see. We'll see. Unfortunately, it's got to be close, but cardiac Knicks in full effect. This is what we do, unfortunately. Here we go. I had the timer ticking the whole time. I got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. My bad. Brunson up top coming to his right. They show a double team. Inside pass to Achua. Knocks it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart over to Anunoby. He pump fakes. Kicks it out up top to Brunson. Brunson being guarded by Edwards. Jab step. Driving to his right. Blows past the defense in the paint. Shovels it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart kicks it out. Bridges. A right corner 3. Deep in the corner. Can't get it to go. Paul George rips down a rebound. And here comes Maxey bringing it down. He has it up top. Maxey being guarded by Bridges. Fakes the handoff. Driving it down. Flips it up the basket. Banks it in. And there's Philly's first lead since literally the first baskets of the game. Since it was 4-2. Brunson gets it over to Bridges. Extra pass to Anunoby. Catches. Pump fakes. Over to Achua. Achua at the foul line. Kicks it out to Bridges. Bridges coming to his left. Pulling it back out. Dancing with it. Coming to his right. Gets it over to Brunson. Brunson catches. Pump fake. Leans in. Draws the foul. Brunson's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I think Brunson's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws here. Keenan Harner said, basically, we got no center. No Mitch, no Towns, no Huck. Yeah, we got Precious Drew out there playing center. But honestly, should still not give up a 19-point lead to the 76ers when they've got no Embiid, right? Brunson at the foul line. He's 8 for 8 from the foul line tonight. This are his first free throws of the second half here. He knocks down the first one. He's got another one coming. AP said, how is Mikhail and OG? Mikhail has been pretty good offensively tonight. He's up to 28 points. OG's been pretty inconsistent offensively. Defensively, I don't know. I think they had a pretty decent first half. Struggling now to stay in front of Maxey, as most teams do. Maxey's starting to get it going. Paul George got it going to start the second half as well. So we're going to need them to lock in defensively with 3:30 to go. Brunson knocks down both of his free throws, giving the Knicks a 1-point lead again. Paul George has it up top, coming to his right off a Drummond screen. They go under the screen. Paul George, a pull-up 3, can't get it to go. They come flying in. Rebound gets knocked out to Oubre. Oubre, a right corner 3, and he knocks it down over the outstretched hands of Josh Hart off of the offensive rebound of Drummond. Brunson has it up top, being guarded by Maxey. Coming to his right. 3 minutes to go. Brunson, quick crossover to his right. Attacking Justin Edwards. Steps back. Brunson leans in, gets caught in the air, shoves it over to Josh Hart. Josh Hart, a foul line fall-away jumper, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Drummond knocks it away from Achua. And now here comes Maxey bringing it down as Philly has a 2-point lead. Maxey coming to his right off the Drummond screen, driving it down against Achua. Stops, hesitates, pulls it back out. Bridges staying in front of him, has it up top. Josh Hart forced to switch onto him. Maxey's looking to dance, crosses over to his right, driving it down, takes a bump, puts up the floater, gets the floater to go anyway. No foul, but got the floater to go. A 4-point lead for Philly now with 2:30 to go. Brunson has it on the right wing, being guarded by Justin Edwards. Brunson dancing with it, coming to his left and gets fouled. David said Tibbs gotta go. Oh man, yeah, I mean the Fire Tibbs force is gonna be out in super strong after these couple of games here, man. Chi-Chi said, where's Deuce? Tibbs is killing me, man. Yeah, Deuce for Josh Hart. I mean, you like Josh Hart's tenacity and the way he's played tonight and the rebounds he's snagged. It's been fantastic on the glass. Brunson knocks down the first free throw. He's got another one coming. We harped on Josh Hart with the 7 turnovers tonight. He's got 16 rebounds, though. Do you pull him out and put McBride in there and just spread the court out a little bit? Considering you have to play Precious Achiuwa out there because he's your only big man remaining. It's a tough decision. It's a tough decision for sure. I think it's one I would make. Not gonna lie, I think it's one I would make. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his right off the Oubre screen. Josh Hart switches on to Maxey. Maxey's going to look to dance. Step back, straightaway 3. In and out, halfway down for Maxey. He continues to misfire from the perimeter, and Brunson bringing it down. Brunson being guarded by Justin Edwards. Dancing with it. Putting him on skates. Coming to his left. Gets some space off the Achiuwa screen. Flips it up at the basket. Gets the layup to go, and it's tied game. It's a tied game. 2 minutes to go. Here we go, y'all. Captain Clutch coming in. Captain Clutch has entered the game. He's putting his Superman cape on. Maxey has it up top, being guarded by Bridges. Coming to his left. They go under the screen. Maxey, full head of steam, down the lane. Scoop layup, off glass, can't get it to go. Great defense for Precious Achiuwa to wall up on the basket. Maxey misses the layup, and Brunson bringing it down with the opportunity to retake the lead here with 1:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Brunson coming to his right, steps back, hesitation, has it in the high post. He's telling Josh Hart, get out of my way. I want this whole right wing. Pull up 3 over Maxey. Oh, JB, line me up right between the eyes, Tyrese Maxey. That's how you do it from 3-point range. Jalen Brunson, Captain Clutch. The last 7 points for the Knicks. Paul George has it up top, being guarded by Anunoby. Just a little over a minute to go. Paul George driving to his right on OG, goes up. Gets blocked. Ball is loose, out of bounds. Going back to the Knicks off of Paul George, baby. Here we go. The Knicks just wanted to give us an exciting game here tonight. How many times has Jalen Brunson on the wing here just stared down the defensive player, just saying, I got you right where I want you. Watch this. Boop, pull up. Quick trigger for JB. My goodness. Keenan Hart said JB is willing us to a win. He's doing what superstars do. He is doing what superstars do, man. You love to see it time and time again this season. Best believe that Clutch Award is coming to the Garden for one Jalen Brunson. AP needs stops, for sure. For sure, you can't win games by not getting stops. The Knicks want to win tonight. You're going to have to get stops. Knicks with a 3-point lead with a little over a minute to go. 1:13 exactly. Yvette, JB time. Let's go. Let's do it. Daniel Malbon, Brunson carrying. Yes, he is. David said, I love excitement, but we can't beat Cavs at the Celtics. Sure. I'm just going to enjoy the game tonight. And it's been a fun game tonight. Very fun game tonight. Chi-Chi said, has the Knicks franchise realized that I'm 49 years old and they mess with my heart every time they pull these stunts? They don't call them the Cardiac Knicks for no reason. They didn't magically just invent that nickname, man. These Knicks have earned that nickname for sure. For sure. And remember, guys, if you're in the streaming and you're enjoying the content, please go ahead, hit the thumbs up button, leave a like on the stream. It is the best way to support the stream. It helps improve our searchability. It helps improve the content and helps get more people in stream. So I'd very much appreciate it, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. It ended up being a pretty good and exciting ending. Obviously, the game's not over yet. And hopefully the Knicks pull it out. And we'll be able to go to sleep with, I don't know, not being miserable about the result tonight. I don't know if I'd be happy that this ended up being a close game, but still. Just as Dad said, refs watching TV on our TVs. How do the officials take this long to make a determination? Why don't they just have somebody in a review center reviewing every single play, and then when a challenge is made, they can come to the review center and they could be like, all right, this is what we see, boom, boom, boom. And like there needs to be a timer. The stoppages in play at the ends of these games just kills the momentum, man. Gyro Castro, what's up, Gyro? How do we end up in this situation every time? Where the referees just absolutely ruin the pace of this game. Everybody's just sitting on the bench now. Make a decision. Bro, you just have to show me a play 2 or 3 times and I can make a decision. The refs are really here watching every single angle, 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 10 different times. Like, get it, there's 3 of you there. All right, here we go. What's the decision? Unsuccessful challenge. Out of bounds on Paul George. Ball going back to the Knicks. Not Joe. What's up, Not Joe? Just as Dad said, the headquarters for the league challenges is in New York for the MLB. I mean, it's in Secaucus for the NBA, right? Isn't the replay center in Secaucus? Why don't we go to Secaucus more often? Just as his dad said, overtime coming? I hope not. I hope not. Let's end this game. Let's get home, right? Let's end the game. Let's go to bed. Brunson on the right wing being guarded by Justin Edwards. 1 minute to go. Now under a minute to go. Brunson in the mid-range, steps through, puts up the floater, can't get it to go. Achua with the tip, can't get the tip to go. Come on, Precious. You're right there in front of the basket, brother. Michael Rogers, what's up, Michael? Tyrese Maxey up top, coming to his right, off the screen, driving it down. In the paint, stops, pump fake, kicks it out. Justin Edwards, being guarded by Josh Hart, jab step, gets it over to Maxey. Maxey calling for a screen, coming to his left. Josh Hart switches onto him. Maxey dancing with it, crosses over to his right, down the lane, scoop layup with the right hand, way too long, can't get it to go. Drummond with the offensive rebound, gets blocked by Achua, and he knocks the ball loose. Brunson picks it up and gets fouled by PG, and that should be the nail in the coffin. Precious Achua. We were talking down on his name. We wanted Deuce McBride in the game, probably for Josh Hart, not necessarily for Precious, but oh my goodness. Precious Achua with the play of the night for all the fanfare that we've been giving Brunson so far, and obviously he deserves a lot of it. Precious Achua with one of the biggest plays of the game, getting the block on Andre Drummond after allowing the offensive rebound, and then knocking the ball out of his hands after he secured it after the initial block, saving it out to Mikal Bridges, and then Brunson gets fouled. The Knicks with the 3-point lead. Brunson can make it a 5-point lead, making it a 2-possession game, and that might be the nail in the coffin with 30 seconds to go. Brunson at the foul line for 2. Knocks down the first one. He's been perfect from the foul line all night long. Niall Dimitri, what's up, Niall? Brunson knocked down the first one, knocks down the second one, because that's Captain Clutch right there. He don't miss. He makes them when he needs to make them. My goodness, this game ended up being far more exciting than it should have been. But, Knicks are going to end up pulling out the victory tonight. Now said, sorry I'm late. Don't ever be sorry, brother. Better late than never. And you're not even late. You showed up for the game. That's all I ever asked for. Not Joe said, we'll always believe in my Knicks. Absolutely. Absolutely. 30 seconds to go here in the game. Brunson knocked down both of his free throws, giving the Knicks a 5-point lead here, 107-102. Ended up being an entertaining finish. Happy the Knicks were able to pull it out. Disappointed that it ended up being this close. But, you know, Paul George and Tyrese Maxey started to heat up, and they're great players. But it shouldn't have ended up being this close. But I'm going to take the fun basketball ending. I'm going to feel good about it. We're going to go to bed, and we're going to get ready for hopefully, it's not official yet, but highly expected for Mitchell Robinson to make his season debut on Friday against the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. You guys know how much I love Mitch. He's probably only going to play a handful of minutes, probably going to play like 8 to 10 minutes. That's fine. I'm cool with that. But I can't wait to see Mitchell Robinson back on the court. That's where I'm at right now. Chi said, I feel bad for Nick Nurse. He will get fired, and it's not even his fault. And Embiid not staying healthy has cost the Sixers big time. He might be happy about being fired. I'm not going to lie. He might be happy about it. Brunson has scored the last 11 Knicks points, by the way. He's up to 33 here tonight with 7 assists. Didn't have an assist in the second half. He had 7 assists at halftime. AP, Streets Are Buzzing. Absolutely. Tuning into our favorite post-game shows. Streets Are Buzzing are absolutely on the list. Does a great job. They get it in the Drummond, over to Maxey. Maxey driving it in on Shua, goes up, lefty layup, gets it to go. Scored very quickly. And a timeout from the Knicks. And it's going to be a while before we get to the final buzzer. And the basketball games tend to be very, very long. But Sean C., what's up, Sean? Philadelphia Sixers need more good shooters. They need a lot, brother. They need a lot. Mark said, not over yet, need to finish. For sure, for sure. It's a 3-point game with 28 seconds to go. Definitely not done yet. As long as the Knicks execute, though, his game should be over. Sean C. said, please keep Maxey. I think Maxey's the 76ers franchise cornerstone right now. I think if Philly could unload Embiid, they would. I think if they could unload Paul George, they would. And they would just restart and build around Tyrese Maxey and Jared McCain. Hart said, wider process going to start over again with Maxey and that kid McCain. Yeah. The rebuild should start with Maxey and McCain. Everybody else can go. Everybody else can go. Elite Wolf. What's up, Elite Wolf? I'm late, but this game is too close. Also, hope you're having a great night. You too, Elite Wolf. It has been a pretty good night. It's been a pretty good day overall. Hopefully, the Knicks end it with a victory tonight. It's looking likely, but it's only a 3-point game. The Knicks have McBride in for Achua, all offensive players. They got Josh Hart, Bridges is inbounding, Anunoby and Brunson, of course. And they get it into Anunoby, goes up and dunks it down with 2 hands as Philly absolutely falls asleep defensively. My goodness. Beautiful out-of-bounds play by Tibbs. Terribly played by the 76ers, though. Oubre goes to the basket, gets fouled by Josh Hart. They call the fouls as Oubre takes a dive. There was some contact, but a little touchy foul. A little touch foul there. Refs give it to Oubre as he blew the layup. I don't know about that. If I'm Tibbs, I might use my challenge there. I'd consider it. I would very much consider using my challenge there, Tibbs, and he's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's going to give Oubre the 2 free throws here. And Oubre misses a free throw. We love missed free throws from our opponents. Every single time. You're not clutch like the captain, brother. You're not clutch like the captain. Elite Wolf said Philly really tried to speed up their process and it kind of backfired. I mean, they built their whole process around the guy who missed the first 2 years of his career with back injuries and foot surgeries. Like, what did they think was going to happen throughout his career? You know? Oubre does knock down the second one. 4-point game. Bridges gets it into Brunson. Brunson bringing it down along the baseline, gets fouled. So Brunson going to the foul line for 2 free throws. So Brunson knocks down these 2 free throws, makes it a 6-point game. 21 seconds to go. Should be good, unless 2 miracle threes happen for Philly and some craziness happens, which is possible. But not likely. Brunson misses a free throw. His first missed free throw of the game comes at a not great time, but Brunson, 14 for 15 from the foul line. Now 15 for 16. Splits the free throws. 20 seconds to go. Maxey bringing it down. Anunoby picks him up. Quick crossover to his right. Pulling it back. Step back right wing three for Maxey. Comes up short. Long rebound. Josh Hart has it. And they're going to dribble out the clock, and that's going to be the end of the game. 110 is 105. Captain Clutch came in at the end, put the Superman cape on, and closed this one out. It ended up being significantly closer than it needed to be, but all that matters is that the Knicks pulled it out. All that matters is that the Knicks pulled it out, right? So cool, we can go to bed with some smiles on our faces, feeling very, very vindicated, getting the win tonight. Again, should have been a blowout. Ended up being close. It is what it is. I do want to look at Tyrese Maxey real quick. I don't think he hit a three tonight, as crazy as that is. John Mosgrove, nice club out. Night, Dimitri, thank you. Appreciate you, Mal. Appreciate you. Tyrese Maxey tonight was 0 for 10 from three-point range. Jalen Brunson, you are not, brother. Jalen Brunson, you are not. He did have 30 on missing all 10 of his threes, by the way. My goodness, what a performance for Maxey in the second half. Paul George also stepped up in the second half. But, you know, neither of those guys are Jalen Brunson down the stretch. Jalen Brunson is a true one-of-one player. True one-of-one. The guy 15 for 16 from the foul line, 34 points, 7 assists tonight. He did not have an assist in the second half, which is kind of crazy. He had 7 assists at halftime. Shout out to him, though. Sandra Samuels, appreciate you, Sandra. A win is a win. Got to take that. Absolutely. Take every single win you can get. Continue to get better, and hopefully, we get to the point where the Knicks start to string together some really impressive performances, considering we are about to get Mitchell Robinson back. Hopefully it's on Friday. It's been very rumored that it's going to be on Friday. Hopefully it is Friday. Obviously, no announcement has been made yet. Hopefully it's Friday. Hopefully Karl-Anthony Towns is good. Obviously missed the game tonight. We're going to need him on Friday night. Hopefully he's good to go. And hopefully everybody continues to play better, get healthier, things continue to mesh. The Mitchell Robinson thing works out the way we need it to work out. Keenan Hart said, any Hukporti report. He missed the remainder of the game. I'll look it up real quick for you before we go off, before we sign off completely. So I almost spilled my water. Let's look up Hukporti real quick. And I can tell you right now, any news on Hukporti? I don't think so. Sprained left knee. So he's got a left knee issue. Illy Wolf said, I'm loving Huck. I think he's a great player and low-key a steal. Oh, absolutely. He was one of the last. I think he was the last pick in the draft. And he come through. But sprained left knee for Hukporti. So there's that. Hopefully he's good because obviously, I mean, I don't know. Mitchell Robinson coming back on Friday. Hukporti probably wouldn't play anyway, but I thought Hukporti played pretty well tonight in his 16 minutes. He only had 2 rebounds and 8 points, but honestly, and 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers, not great for a center at all. But I thought, for his first start, not bad. Obviously, significant room for improvement, but he is a rookie. But that's going to be pretty much it. Y'all. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. As far as doing a stream for tomorrow, I don't think so. I think what I'm going to focus on the remainder of the year is obviously doing the Knicks games. Oh, and by the way, this is a 2-point game now. The Thunder came roaring all the way back. They were down, 15 at halftime or something like that? The Heat are dominating the Hawks. Shout out to them. We got the Heat next. Not next. We got the Heat after Memphis. Got Memphis on Friday. The Heat after that. The Pistons did beat the Celtics, the Pacers beat the Raptors, and the Blazers beat the Wizards. But as far as any games tomorrow, I don't think so, unless there's a great game on. No great games on tomorrow. So I'm going to focus on getting the videos that I have recorded, edited. I did a Tom Thibodeau video. I don't know if I like how that video kind of turned out, so I think I'm going to hold off on it. But there's other videos I'm working on. We'll get some YouTube shorts out. Got to get back to focusing on that. It's been difficult doing streams every night and trying to get videos out and trying to get YouTube shorts out. So I think I got to pick a lane and stick to it. Obviously, we're going to do every single Knicks game. So check in. If there's a great game on a non-Knicks night, we'll tune in for that game. But I'm not going to force it if it's not great games. Like Warriors Magic is kind of eh. Nuggets Bucks should be a good game, but I don't know. I don't think the Bucks are on the Nuggets level. I think the Nuggets are going to dominate that game. Giannis versus Jokic should be fun, though. Hornets, Mavericks is bad. Pelicans, Suns is bad. Timberwolves, Lakers is way too late. So, until then, Robin said you don't want to do the Warriors. Why not? Because they're playing the Magic, and the Magic kind of suck. So, if the Warriors were playing, like, the Thunder or something, I would tune in. But that's not it. Keenan Hart said, Giannis, Jokic is good TV. It is. I do think it's going to be a good matchup. But I think the Nuggets are going to dominate that game. The Nuggets have been playing really well as of late, and the Bucks kind of been rocky a little bit. But it's not a good enough game for me to not focus on the other things. Right now, I want to get some videos out. I want to get some YouTube shorts out, and we'll get to that. But like I said, if there's a great game that's on outside of the Knicks on non-Knicks days, we'll tune in for those. Like if it's a Celtics, like the Celtics are playing the Cavs, if that's not on a Knicks day, we'll tune in for that. Like Celtics Nuggets is not bad. That's Sunday at 1 o'clock though. That's not a bad game though. The Knicks play on that day, so maybe Sunday we do Nuggets Celtics, take a little bit of a break, then do Knicks Heat later that night. Maybe. But that's enough talk. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But I appreciate you guys hanging out for me. Have a good night. Tune into your favorite post-game shows. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Let me do this first. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Get a good night's sleep. And stay hydrated, y'all. I'll see you guys on Friday when hopefully we see Mitchell Robinson back on the court. My favorite player on the Knicks. So I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm out, y'all. Bye.